Can you hear me? Wait, can you hear me well?
Yep. People, we are live. This is a person you all know well. You should know this guy. You should know him by already by now. This is AN Sports. Sorry for the delay, people. Sorry for the delay, but we are here.
Rasta, you don't need to say sorry. It's me who has to say sorry because I had to delay myself a few times. I went to the gym. Obviously, as you know, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
I want to start hitting the gym often on the weekend. But apologies for the lateness, people. If anyone was waited backstage or anyone was waited, for the stream to start, I have to apologize for Rasta. Rasta doesn't have to apologize. Apologize because he's the host of the show and I'm his guest, and the guest is late. So when the guest is late, the host doesn't have to apologize. But I apologize. But yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Just honestly, unfortunate events. The Boston Celtics got eliminated from the NBA playoffs. I'm gutted.
Oh Lord, I know you got it. I know you
I'm,
got
I'm,
it.
I'm sad. I lost 1-0. I'm gonna say something controversial. Ideal scenario for me, but I'll get
Hmm.
into it. But let's get started, man. Hope you're well. Make sure you guys, like I said, sub to Rasta. He's getting so close to 900 subs, and then 1,000. I'm getting so close to 250 subs. I'm literally six
Mm.
away, people. So if you can sub to my channel, sub to Rasta first, though, please. Sub to Rasta first, then sub to me.
Mm. So, bro, before we get into the main course, right? I've been meaning to ask you this for like a good minute now, and every time we come up here, it always slip my mind, right?
Yeah.
Why you became a Man United fan?
Do you know what's funny, right? No, I'm not a plastic. I never will be a plastic. But I'll tell you what happened. So basically, one day, right, I went to a birthday party.
Hmm.
I didn't know anything about football. I know zilch about football. I didn't know who United was. I didn't know who Liverpool was.
Mm.
I was gifted a shirt by as a return gift, right? When you go to a birthday party, you get return gifts, right? I was gifted a Liverpool shirt, right? So all of a sudden
Yeah.
one day I put it on, and I walked into my uncle's room. He ripped it off. He ripped it off me. He took the shirt off me. He said, "No, you have to be a Man U fan. No, you have to be a Man U fan." So that was the day I was like, "You know what?" So I was like,
Yeah, it's
"Oh,
so funny you said that because my uncle is the reason why I'm a United fan.
no." So basically, I just got the Liverpool shirt as a return gift, right? I didn't even know who Liverpool was. I just put it
Yeah.
on, and I walked into my uncle's room so randomly one day. He ripped it off me. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And like, yeah, nah, that was the day I became a United fan, man. Just like the day my uncle told me I can no longer wear the shirt, pretty much.
Yep.
And
Yep.
one day
Yep.
I visited him in America. I visited him in America. I said I was just gonna watch TV in the morning. He said, "No, United are playing. We had to watch United." So
Oh, so your uncle lives in America?
no. He was studying in Boston at the time. So
Okay. Okay.
I went to visit him with my grandparents because
Hmm.
I used to visit Boston really often. That's why I'm a Celtics fan. I used to visit Boston like anything. Like 6 7 times I've been to Boston in my life. Pretty much only a bit off topic. Yeah, I've been to Boston 7 times, LA one time, and I've never been to anywhere else in America. Literally just those two places.
Well, bro, you have to visit NYC one of these days. One of these
When,
days.
when the Knicks fans start calming down about the Knicks, I will visit LA. I'll visit the New York. I will not visit the New York City until the Knicks fans. I need to get away from these Knicks fans, man. They're wild. These New York
Uh,
Knicks fans are wild. I can't lie. They are hell. Go New York, go New York, go. And then they're attacking Celtics fans on the street. I'm like, oh my god, I can't visit this place until John Wall
bro,
I will
listen,
visit this place.
bro, I'm on train ride home. Imagine me on train ride and dealing with them, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
who's your favorite Man United player of all time?
I'll explain it in two ways. Okay, my favorite football player of all time is
Hmm.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Some of you already know it's like
Hmm.
he's for me my goat. Yeah, I'm sure he's your goat as well.
Of course.
But my favorite Man United player of all time is Wayne Rooney. I watched United briefly when Ronaldo left, just about when Ronaldo was still there. I watched him briefly in 2009. Then the following year, I started watching fully when he left,
Mm.
which is unfortunate because I missed his good years at United.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him obviously in 2021 when he came back, and I was still so happy the day he signed. But the day he re-signed, I was almost in tears. I was so happy. I've been waiting for this day for so long. But Rooney is my guy. I have had some issues with Rooney in the past. Obviously, just a bit of not allegations, but a bit of like rumors here and there of him wanting to leave United, betray United, and stuff like that. I have had some issues, and him and Sir Alex Ferguson kind of falling out. I've had some issues like that. But
Mm-hmm.
Rooney, as just as a player, bro, he's saved. Like he gave me one of my best years of watching United. Like when we won the league, Rooney was one of the pioneers of that team. He was that guy. So it was Wayne Rooney, Ryan Geeks. I watched Ryan Geeks. I watched Paul Scholes. I watched a bit of, you know, Gary Neville. I watched a bit of Patrice Evra. I watched a lot of the OG United teams. I watched a lot of the OG United players. Like they were still there. Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic. I, bro, people don't realize Johnny Evans was also an OG United player. He was there when Fergie was managing. So you gotta call him an OG player as well. So yeah, he was there. Van
Mm-hmm.
der Sar, all these top guys, man, all these top guys. They were there. Darren Fletcher, Michael Carrick, you name it, bro. You name it.
Yeah.
Lucky Madueke is garbage. Oh, bro, listen, I couldn't care less. I'll tell you, I'll give you SDFC. Congrats on the win and take the win.
Hey, listen to all the Chelsea fans. Congratulations.
Take the
Me,
win.
I already know we was gonna lose that game. Plus, I already knew we was gonna lose. I already know, so I'm not really stressed about it too much. You know what I mean? But
I,
my next question for you, right? If you were in charge of Manchester United right now, right? Who would you who who would you get rid of? Who would you keep? And who would you bring in?
do you want to go through the keeper buy again?
Hmm.
Do you want to go through keeper sell again?
Yeah.
Let's bring it up.
Like
Bring it up.
you no. Off the top of your head,
Uh,
who would you sell off the top? You the owner, you own the whole club. Who
can
would
I
you
can I
bring?
can I bring the list up on my phone?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so yeah, basically it's just wild how I became a United fan. But trust me, I'm not a plastic. I never was a Liverpool fan. FYI, I just had the shirt on because I got a gift at a birthday party.
Man said that.
Just saying. Yeah, I'm not a plastic. I was always a United fan. It's just the way I got gifted that. Makes no sense. Man,
This
oh,
man is
you
hilarious.
I didn't know shit about football, bro. I didn't. I knew zilch about football when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I knew nothing. I didn't even like the game
Mm,
until like 2007. I became a United fan. 2008. That's when my uncle said, "Take the shirt off. You're a United fan."
mm,
That was it. All right. So we're gonna go through the keep or sell, right?
hmm.
What do you want to do first? Keep or should we
No,
sell?
no, no. Who would you get rid of? Who would you keep? This is your decision, not mine.
Oh,
This is
are you
solely
talking?
on you.
Are you talking about just staff members as well? Or are you
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
just so
bro.
players?
You in charge of the club. Who you keeping? Who you getting rid of? You
So
in charge.
I take over the Glazers, right?
You
I
take
take over
over
the
Glavers. You run
Okay,
everything.
Ineos out for sure. That's number one.
Uh
Ineos
huh.
needs to go. Clear
Yeah.
Ineos out, right?
Yeah.
Get the players out. Get get the staff out because the staff that work at United right now, I still don't trust them 100%.
Mhm.
Even Vivell, I don't trust Vivell 100%. I don't trust Jason Wilcox 100%. I don't
Mhm.
trust Omar Barada 100%. Even though they've been
Mhm.
working at football clubs,
Mhm.
for top football clubs, I don't trust them. So, and the players, they need to go. They need to go. Ruben Amorim, I'm gonna give him a summer transfer window. See what he does. See who he gets, and if he doesn't get the right signings, get out of my club. In December, if we're 15th by December, leave. Sack him.
Mhm.
I can't accept the standard. But the players I would get rid of, right? I'm gonna go through the sell right now, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna sell these players, okay? I'm gonna sell Bayindir. He's not good enough for the backup keeper. Keaton's gone. Onana, he needs to go. Lindelof needs to go. Maguire, people can say what they want. For me, I don't. I didn't enjoy Harry Maguire's years for United.
Mhm.
Just forget this year. Just solely off of the other years. I didn't enjoy his good years. I didn't enjoy his years at United. He's been trash. All right,
Mhm.
that's number two. Number three, Malasa needs to go. Number four, Dallo. Luke Shaw needs to go. Evans needs to go. Mason Mount needs to go. Ericsson
Mhm.
needs to go. Ugarte, don't rate him.
Mhm.
Um, Hoyland needs to go. Rashford needs to go. Garnacho needs to go. Anthony needs to go. And Sancho needs to go. That's 13 players I need to get rid of. Or at best 13 players at
Mm-hmm.
most.
All right.
Players
So.
the players I'd keep: Mazraoui, Delict, Martinez. You could say Martinez I'd keep. Dorgu I'd keep. Euro, Aiden Heaven I'd keep. Amas, Harry Amas, Tyler Frederickson, Bruno Fernandez I'd keep for one more year, just one more year, and then let him go because he's already almost at the end of his. I think for me he's almost at his. It's almost time up for United in my opinion. Almost time
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Ericsson, Ericsson. I keep Casemiro. I keep Kobe. I keep Collier. I keep Xerxes, Ahmad, and Chido, Wheatley. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it. And you gotta sign a lot of players, man. Sign a lot of players.
Who we bringing into the club? Who we signing into the club?
Like, can this be unrealistic or can it be realistic?
Anybody you want, man. Anybody. Anybody.
All right, we'll bring in Erling Haaland. We'll bring in Mbappe. We'll bring in Lewandowski.
This man said Erling Haaland. Okay.
Now you sound realistic, so I'll say whoever I want. You know what I mean? Nah, but okay, I'll be realistic. I'll go with Osimhen. I want to bring
Uh huh.
Osimhen in
Uh
or
huh.
Gyökeres.
Uh
In
huh.
goal, I'll go with maybe a top keeper. I don't know who. Costa maybe. I'd go with maybe Mike Mignon from Milan. I really like him. He's really good. He's a really good keeper. I watched him over the years.
Mhm.
Um, I would bring in a top quality ball playing center back to play
Mhm.
alongside Delict and Euro.
Mhm.
Maybe integrate Heaven into the team, but I would also bring in a good center back in.
Mhm.
Um, Maybe a left sided center back. So I would probably
Mhm.
go with like a Piero Hincapi, or I would go with like a Gonzalo Inacio or something like that, right? I would bring in a midfielder, a ball playing midfielder. Tijani Rangers. I would try and compete with Man City for him.
Mhm.
I would try. In attack, I would go with ooh. In attack, let's look at this. I
Mhm.
like Ahmad. I really like Ahmad. I want to bring in Cunha. Cunha is good.
Mhm.
Go exploit. Go and look at Alex Baena. Go look at Lukman, Arda Guler, maybe Rodrigo. Try one of these guys. If we get Champions League, obviously.
So if we that's like you said, if we get
If
Champions League, right? That's if we get Champions League. How do you feel about the final?
the final,
Mhm. Because
if it,
the final gonna define everything.
that's why it's the finale. That's why it's the finale.
Mhm.
That's why it's
Mhm.
the final. It's the
Mhm.
final. Like defines everything. You know what I mean? For
Mhm.
me, I would. I'll say this. I'm more a guy who's always gonna back his team through thick and thin
Mhm.
in in all cup finals. I
Mhm.
didn't back my team last year cup final. That was the first ever cup final. I said I'm not backing my team in this one because I don't like the manager. I don't like the players,
Mhm.
and I regret because we won the game, and I
Mhm.
felt happy. I felt very very happy afterwards.
Mhm.
But this year, this team is. I would say we're winning the big. Where if we win the Europa League, we're getting the better outcome. Getting Champions League, we're getting the better outcome in terms of we're going to get Champions League. But I will
Mhm.
not look at it as Champions League. I'm looking at it as a piece of silverware. I'm
Mhm.
looking at it as a piece of silverware because, bro, look at this, right? Remind me who we're facing in the final. Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur. Yep.
So we better beat them. Because I don't want the noise to come from Liverpool fans, Man City fans saying, "Oh, we didn't beat Spurs in the final." We've beaten
Fair
Spurs in
enough.
a we've beaten Spurs in a final before. Don't forget, we have beaten Spurs in a final in 2009. We beat them in the league in the Carling Cup final on penalties. I'm sure you United fans, if you remember that,
Mm.
we beat them in the cup final in 2009 at Wembley.
Mm.
So yeah, no, like I said, I'm just gonna say this, right? We need to win this final. I'm gonna back my team. I feel like we have a good chance. Yes, Spurs do have injuries, Madison and Kulusevski, and there will be big misses. But I'm not gonna count Spurs out. I'm not gonna count anyone out. Like I said, Never ever say you're gonna win this final 100%. You can just never know what happens in the cup final. It's always 50-50. It's the ball is in your court.
Exactly.
The ball is in your court. When the ball is in your court, take the opportunity. So like I said, don't take this final like just don't look at it and be like, oh, it's guaranteed win because the Spurs. No, we didn't beat Villarreal. A lot of United fans were arrogant about that game. Don't forget, they were very, very cocky about that game. I remember that day. I was reading the United fans saying, well, "We're going to win this final. We're going to 100% win this final." They were way over too confident, way
Hmm.
overconfident. So
Hmm.
overconfidence in the final, I don't like it. Go to the final with a bit of you know pedigree. Go into the final with a bit of pedigree. Use that pedigree. Use that football heritage to get over the line. Look at it. I'd be like, we need to get over the line in this game. Win this game.
Hmm. So if we do win this final, right? And yes, it's not gonna save the season. It's just gonna we still it's still a horrible season for us, regardless of
Yeah. Disgrace of
anybody.
a season.
It's a disgrace
Yeah.
of a season. So next season, hypothetically speaking, I see us doing better. Do I see us finishing where we at next season or currently at? No, I see us probably finishing
Top seven.
maybe top seven, maybe top seven. That's if the manager gets everything that he needs to work, and that's if the individualism from the players dead out. Because bro, this is a disgracia. It's unacceptable, and we as United fans, we cannot let this happen again. This is the
Yeah.
worst finish in our club's history.
I
Period.
see. I see clubs like Arsenal improving. I see clubs like City improving. Liverpool will improve. Liverpool are going to go for big names in the summer. Chelsea will try and improve. Newcastle are going to try and improve. Forest, if they get Europe, they might try and improve. Villa, if they get Europe, they're going to try and improve. Pretty much, they're going to get Europe,
Mm,
right?
hmm.
Bro, clubs above us are going to improve. Spurs are going to try and improve. We
Hmm.
need to do our work in the summer. We have a lot of work to do.
So
A lot.
let me give you my honest opinion about Jim Radcliffe, right? Jim
Yeah.
Radcliffe made a complete blunder of mistakes. He said he's going to bring the best in class and this and that. Jim Radcliffe is completely out of his depth.
Agreed.
He doesn't know. Yes, I heard reports that he lost a quarter of his wealth. It is what it is, Jim Radcliffe. You
I
feel
told you
me?
about it.
Yeah. You told me about it. Yeah, but all I'm saying is the mistakes that was made and the mistake that was made. I felt like if we had Qatar, maybe maybe the death would have been cleared off. Maybe not right away, but taken care of. Boom.
No, they said right away.
Oh,
Qatar.
right away.
So the bid comes in.
Mm-hmm.
All the because the bid is because the debts are what 700 million plus, just
Mm-hmm.
about 700 million over.
Mm-hmm.
The bid will include the debts cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
So the Glazers' debts, United's debts will be cleared out, and the
So
Glazers will have that money to retire, pretty much.
and this is what I said. Then this Radcliffe guy came along, enabled them to stay. And that everybody say, oh, he's Mank born and bred. He's this, he's that. This man has made mistakes. Then he talking
Keep them.
about keeping Eric Ten Hag was a part of the mistake. Then he's talking about, oh, we're gonna sign the next Mbappe,
Yeah.
develop this youth
Sorry to
talent.
cut in. Sorry to cut in, bro. I don't mean to. I don't mean to interrupt you, but though that's the one thing I will kind of defend Jim Ratcliffe on. That's the one thing I'll defend him on because he didn't want to keep Ten Hag himself. He himself didn't want to keep Ten Hag. It was Dan Ashworth that gave him the contract, the 1 year extension. So Jim Ratcliffe, yes, I agree, he should have
But
stepped
but
in.
but but
That's
but
not his
but listen,
point.
it falls on him too because he is in charge of the
I hear
sporting
it, but he left it to
operation.
the board. He left it to the board. He's the owner. He's the one funding the money. That's the one
Hmm.
thing I kind of defend him on. But at the same time, he should have stepped in, man. Really, really should
Exactly,
have stepped in.
exacta. And this is another thing I say
Yeah,
about Radcliffe that I say I'm
yeah.
not with. Yes, you want to support this young talent, this and this. So who's gonna teach these young talent? Why aren't you buying experienced players too? We need experience in the team. Who else do we have experience? Casemiro. Who else? other than Casemiro? Who else?
You could maybe say Johnny Evans' experience because he's
I
won
mean, I mean,
cups.
but he's leaving. So after Johnny Levin leave, Casemiro's there, Bruno's there, and who else? Who else? Leaky Shaw.
Luke Shaw's not experienced. I don't care what anyone says. He's not experienced.
But I'm just saying those are I'll classify them as experience. So with all this young talent coming in, who's gonna teach them? Who's gonna guide them? I say I say it needs to
Casemiro
be.
though.
I'll say it needs to be a mixture of both youth and experience. But this
Yeah.
Radcliffe doesn't know that this man is a Chelsea season ticket holder. How you own Manchester United and you a Chelsea season ticket holder, my guy? And at first he wanted to buy Chelsea first before
He got
Man
his
United.
result. He got his result last night. He won the game last night. Sir Jim
Yeah.
Ratcliffe.
So yeah.
Guys,
So this is why I say this man is on fraud watch for me. I don't until he proves me wrong personally.
yeah.
I don't want to
He's
hear
been
it.
on fraud watch since he stepped into the football club, bro. He's been on fraud watch since the day he bought the club, or partly bought the club. Let's just say he's part owner. Since the day he became part owner, that was the day I was like, you're already on fraud watch. I don't care. You work for the Glazers, man. You're on fraud watch. Anyone who comes in for the Glazers, you're already on fraud watch, pretty much.
Exactly. Exactly. So I believe they're gonna back the manager. I hear people want
I
the
hope
manager
so.
got. I hear the people want the manager gone. I don't. The manager is not going to get sacked.
I
I
okay.
don't see. I don't see the manager getting sacked.
Only
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
sit. Only
Mhm.
sorry. No, go.
No, the only way unless India say decides after that if and when we do win the FA Cup, they
Yeah,
decide to go a different direction, fine. But they're the ones who brought this manager in the middle of the season and
yeah.
tell him it's now or never. He wanted a transfer window. I believe if we kept Ruvan Nistelrooy just for this season and he steered the ship, maybe we wouldn't be in this position where we at right now. But these men went and they got him, but they refuse to listen to the word of reason.
No, I hear you. I'm just more looking at what you call I'm just more looking at the what you call how do you say this? I'm just more looking at it from the part where if Ruben Amram loses the final really badly, if he gets destroyed in the final,
Hmm.
then I'd be like, you know what, you can't stay, my friend. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you just joined. If you get destroyed in that final,
Hmm.
if we lose narrowly and be like, okay, we put up a good performance, I'd be like, okay, fine. You deserve at least a transfer window. But if by December you ain't improved, you can go. But
Hmm.
this is what I'll say, okay? In the final, right? If we win the final, I'm willing to give him a one whole year next year. If we win the summer, if we win the Europa League, I'm willing to give him a whole year, a whole season, maybe at least until I see something that be like, okay, that's a red flag. Until I see a red flag in this squad, I will step in and be like, okay, fine. He's kind of out of his depth here. If we
Hmm.
lose the final really badly, or if we lose the final in a manner that we should not have lost, I'm gonna say goodbye because this is your one and only chance to potentially win a trophy with United. Who knows? There might not be a next year with him. There might not be a next year. The
Hmm.
board might just pull the board might pull a trigger in the summer, bro. They might pull the trigger in the summer because look at our position in the league. Look at
Hmm.
our position. Look at where we are in the league. This
Hmm.
is this Europa League is his saving grace right now. This is his saving grace. If he does not win this Europa League, it could be curtains for him.
Hmm.
It could be. I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying he's gonna get sacked for sure. But
Hmm.
it depends on the manner of the result. You know what I'm saying? It
Hmm.
depends on the manner of how we. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're trying to say. But in my honest opinion, right? Regardless of the outcome, regardless of the outcome,
Yeah.
I don't see the manager getting sacked. That's just my
I
honest
don't.
opinion.
I
But
don't.
the reason why I say I don't see the manager getting sacked because they're the ones that went and got him when he told them, no, wait, they said it's now or never. And he had a difficult decision to make. So you rush this man to get here, right? Now, when you rush him to get here, and you see exactly what he said he was talking about, he said it in his first match against Ipswich Town, bro. He said it.
But bro,
He
I will
said it.
I will say this though, bro. Right? You might not agree with me, yeah.
Mhm.
But go look at Roberto Di Matteo at Chelsea
Mhm.
when he came in 2012. Look what happened. He
Mhm.
won the Champions League and the FA Cup. He won 75% of the treble and finished
Mhm.
sixth that year. Chelsea were
Mhm.
having a really bad year under Andrea Villas-Boas, so they sacked him. Right?
Mhm.
Mid-season in December, they sacked him, and they hired
Mhm.
Roberto Di Matteo, who came in and won the FA Cup. Right? Beat
Mhm.
and he won the Champions League in Bayern Munich's backyard, bro. And don't forget who he beat as well. Pep Guardiola's Barcelona at the
Mhm.
camp. He beat them 1-0 at Stamford Bridge, got a 2-2 draw, and went through on away goals.
Mhm.
And guess who scored the second goal? The flop himself, Fernando Torres, the 50
Mhm.
million pound flop everyone was calling. So people can be like, okay, it takes time. But not everything takes time, bro. Sometimes instant impact can happen.
Mm. But
For
but
example,
but may I say a question? I don't see us having, we don't have much instant impact players, to be honest with you,
no,
because
I hear you, I
yeah,
hear you.
yeah. So
But
my thing is that's just my views right there
no,
on
no, I know, I
why I
know.
say we're not. I don't see them sacking Ruben Amorim.
But the problem is,
I don't,
but
because
the
it's
problem
on
is,
them.
a lot of managers can get the best out of what they have,
Mm,
even with very very little time. Even
mm,
if the players don't look like they're on a level where they should be.
mm,
For me, I look at it as this, right? Chelsea, when they won that Champions League, they didn't sign anyone in January. Apart from Fernando Torres, they didn't sign anyone. They hadn't signed anyone in January. They hadn't signed anyone before after that.
mm-hmm,
Look, it's it's a bit it's a bit like a it's a bit crazy because he came in right as an interim manager. Don't forget, this guy was not even full time manager. He was interim.
mm-hmm.
He was a Chelsea interim manager up until they hired what do you call what's it called, Andrea Villas-Boas. Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, sorry, no, my bad. They
Mm.
hired him in the summer, and when
Hold
results
on,
started to come back,
hold on one second. Let me share this comment. The problem with comparing us us to Chelsea is they had Drogba, Terry, Lampard. Yes, they had, and those were impact players. Hold on, he's not done yet.
I, I know.
To win games. Yes, yes, that is true, Ray. That is
Shout
true. Shout out
out
to
Red,
you. Shout out to you, Ray. Blessed morning, brother.
but
Thank you for joining us in this on this
but,
morning,
but
and
bro, look,
bless up everybody in the chat. All I'm asking, if you just give us a like, that's all I'm asking. If you just give up a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up. Continue.
no, I was just gonna say like, but you know how football Twitter works nowadays. They all look at
Mhm.
players over 30 and be like, oh, they're old, they're washed, they're finished. The Drogba, Lampard, Terry were all in the 30s.
Mm.
So and guess who they had when he got? They hired Rafa Benitez.
Mm.
Rafa Benitez has now had 4 jobs in the Premier League. 4. He's worked with Liverpool. He's worked with Newcastle. Sorry, Chelsea, Newcastle, Everton.
Mm.
He's had 4 jobs in the Prem now, Rafa Benitez. So don't count. Don't let's look at this right. At the time, United had Sir Alex Ferguson when he was manager. At the
Mhm.
time, Sir Alex was the manager when Chelsea won when Chelsea won the very first Champions League in 2012. Right? Go look at the games that they won. Didn't even take it. It didn't take time, bro. And interim managers, go look at Solskjaer's go look at Solskjaer's interim run when he came in. He finished sixth as well. Yes, we didn't win anything, but go look at the first 11 games when he came in. Go look at that run of 11 games when he came in. Up until we lost 2-0 to PSG, go look at the run of games we had. We were winning games comfortably.
Mhm.
We were two. I hate to sound like a small club, but we were 2-0 down to Burnley
Mhm.
in the 90th minute. two goals in injury time to equalize the game. So
Mm-hmm.
mentality is different. I'm not saying Solskjaer was a great manager. Don't misquote me. Solskjaer was not a great manager. Right? People want to say whatever they want. He wasn't a great manager, but instant impact can be a thing. Instant impact can be a thing.
Yeah, bro, but we don't have none of the players in our squad is instant impact right now. None of them. They're all they're all just average to me.
I hear it,
To be honest,
but go look at
they're
Klopp.
all, they're all to be honest average to me. And then again too, even with Jurgen Klopp, we cannot necessarily compare them too because those players, right? Those players Jurgen Klopp had were actually good, talented players, bro. They were good players. So, yeah, that Jurgen Klopp team. So I'm like I said. I don't like Liverpool. I don't like Liverpool, but they were
Neither do I.
decent players. They were decent players. Like, bro, I'm telling you right now, Luke Shaw. Why is he still here? Lindelof. Why he's still here? Harry Maguire. Yes, thank you for a good servant or whatever, bro. But honestly, man, listen.
It's a good way to
I'm
go on. Win
it,
the
it,
Europa
it,
League and leave.
when do you Operiga and go on, bro? We when you buy in a new house, you don't bring old furniture with you. You buy new furniture. You buy new furniture, man. You don't bring old furniture with you. You buy new furniture. Hope we play as a team. Yeah, Ray. I hope so too, Ray, because I can't with this. I can't with
No, but
this.
the thing is, bro. Yeah, like yes, you do buy new furniture, but you can also bring in some of your old equipment and refurbish a bit of it. You can refurbish it.
Refurbished, but honestly,
And
whoever we have in our squad to refurbish, they're just not good enough. They're
I would
not.
also say
They're not really good. They're not really
I'll
good enough.
say
Like I feel like we over rely on certain players in the squad. We over rely on them. You know.
a
You know what
good
I mean?
manager. A good manager for me comes in and makes an impact on signings, right? I will tell you this.
Mhm.
Let me ask you this question, yeah, bro.
Mhm.
Sadio Mane,
Mhm.
Virgil van Dijk,
Mhm.
Andy Robertson,
Mhm.
Fabinho, Mo Salah, Alisson, Roberto Firmino, Gini Wijnaldum. Did I say Fabinho? I said Fabinho, right? Fabinho.
Mhm. Mhm.
Fabinho. Okay, Trent. Who else was in that Liverpool lineup? There's one more. There's two more missing. Um, Konate, for example. Oh, Konate or Matip or whoever, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
another one. Who's another midfielder I'm missing? I'm missing one more midfielder. Okay. Um, is it Wijnaldum, Firmino, and it was another midfielder. Who am I missing?
Trust me. To be honest, that team, bro. I don't necessarily know.
Liverpool
But continue. I get the point you're trying to say. But continue. I get the point you're trying to say.
were all those players when they came in world class.
No, but they were good. They were good
They were
players.
good, but
Hmm.
they were not world class.
No.
Klopp made them world class over a period of over two games or 2 years.
Hmm.
Sorry, 2 years. Literally under 2 years. This
Hmm.
guy in space of the following year, Liverpool win the Champions League final after signing all these players. Salah
Hmm.
instant impact Champions League final.
So some of these players we
Um,
have in our squad already.
yeah,
If you're saying 2 years, right? If you're saying 2 years, some of these players that are here been over 2 years and they're still shit. They are still shit. You
that's so
know,
shit.
so that's what I'm saying. If
So we need
if
to make
if
some.
if if we want to do, if we need to be serious, if we win this trophy, we in the summer we need to do a serious clear out and a serious overhaul because, bro, this is a disgrace. It's
Bring
a
up
disgrace.
bring up Arian's comment. I need to
Yeah,
address it.
yeah.
Slot left. Yeah, I agree. I agree with the first part. Sir Alex Ferguson would not have. We would never have had to rebuild properly if David Moyes was never the manager. Because David Moyes became the manager, we had to rebuild. He ruined everything. When he came in, he ruined everything. If Mourinho would have come in, if Pep would have come in, if Ancelotti would have come in for straight after Sir Alex Ferguson, if we would have replaced him with a proper manager or a manager that was already proven, right? Let's say it that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Would we have to rebuild that much? we would have had to rebuild, sure, but in their first year, they wouldn't be in their first year of management. We wouldn't be seeing the struggles of those players. We
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be seeing the struggles of those players. Let's be honest with you. I'll
Mm.
be honest with you right now. Even if they were aging, they weren't. They wouldn't have had to be replaced like that. Yes, a squad overhaul would have had to come along the way for sure. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
denying that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, because you hired a manager that was not proven that and had a terrible track record. Yeah, he's been in the league for a while. He's not the manager you need to go and win the biggest and the best trophies. He was never the manager to lead United forward from the get go. From when Fergie left, David Moyes was never the manager to take United forward. We always need to go and get a manager that was proven with a proven track record. We need to get a
So
manager,
it's
or needed to get a manager with a track record. So Pep or Jose would have been the perfect managers at the
mm,
time, and you could rebuild with them, not with David Moyes, who brought in Fellaini. You know, no disrespect to Fellaini, yeah,
mm,
he was not the guy that United needed. He was a
mm-hmm.
good sign. He was not the guy United needs to go get like a Fabregas. We need to go get like a what do you call? We
Mm,
needed like a Bale. We needed a what do you call? We needed a proper like a midfield like a proper midfielder. Like like a
mm-hmm.
midfielder that could replace Michael Carrick,
Mm-hmm.
or be a backup to him. Or we could have kept not kept, but at the same time, you bring in a manager, you could bring in some world class players along the way to replace what they had at the time.
Right.
It would have been a bad start. They would have had an impact. But you have David Moyes, who doesn't have a proven record at big clubs. That's it. So
It's,
that's just what I gotta say. When Fergie left, we did not succeed. He was not a good successor. We didn't find a
mm,
good successor, and we just destroyed the club from then onwards.
mm. So see what Ray says here.
No, we are playing dross football. It's
Of
true.
course, of course, of course.
Uh,
I agree, bro. Because bro, listen. I already wrote off the season. Like I said, I already wrote off the season, but I was hoping some type of improvement, show some type of fight, at least bring us to 10th, ninth, 8th, something. Absolutely
Rasta,
gobshite.
Rasta. These players are good enough to be in the top four. They're good. Some of them are good enough to be in the top four.
Hmm. Fair
If
play
you,
to Slot for getting sorry the best out of
that's fine.
Remember bench Gakpo and Diaz for play to him, but he
He has
has
a
a
preseason.
preseason to prepare. Yeah, yeah.
United could have gone out to preseason when, for example, we had a week off. I think in one of the games. I think in the middle of
Hmm.
the season, we had a week or something off after beating Arsenal. I think if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, not beating Arsenal. Um, it was one of those weeks in January where we had like a week off or something. We could have gone for warm weather training
Hmm.
in like Dubai or something like that, or maybe like a warm weather training somewhere else. Because for me, I'm looking at it like this. If you didn't have a preseason, like Ollie did, okay, I'll use Ollie as another example. Do you remember
Hmm.
the week before we beat Spurs?
Hmm.
Do you remember that week when we beat
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Spurs
yeah. Continue. I hear you. Continue.
under Solskjaer at Wembley?
Yeah.
The wonderful win. Before being Spurs, do you want to know where Solskjaer went to? Dubai for warm weather training with the players, just to get a bit of training, just to get a bit of like the rhythm and everything. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
Amram could have done the same. When he had time off, take the team out to take the team out to like warm weather training somewhere else. Implement a
Mm.
system, get some time with these players. Because for me, you can't be saying you don't have preseason, but when you've had some time off to go and train and get ready for the season, for the rest of the season.
Mm.
Because sometimes a manager can get the best out of a player. Go look at Rafinha at Barca. He was struggling in his first 2 years. This year, this is his Ballon d'Or season, bro. This is Rafinha's Ballon d'Or season under Hansi Flick.
Mm.
You see what a manager can play. You see what a manager can do. A new manager can do to play an instant impact on some players. That and Ruben has not shown me that he's improved anyone. He's not shown me that he's improved anyone. Bruno's looked a bit better in the last month and a half, I'd say. That's the only guy I'd be like, okay, fine.
But honestly, in the last two games, Bruno didn't show up in the last two games.
No, I agree.
This
He didn't
game
show.
and the previous game before. And the comment I showed earlier with Ray, I 100% agree with you, Ray, on that. If there's no improvement next season, he will be gone, probably by or before December.
The other
Because
one, yeah. Sorry, go on. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
cut
no,
you.
no, I'm saying he'll be gone. He'll be gone between now and December, bro. And
Mm.
it's a disgrace. It is a disgrace. But
But, but
remember, I said this.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
This is on the board.
for
It go
sure.
and go goes to this goes to show you
The board,
the negligence and the stupidity of the board. Because if
the
you know
board
this
has
is a
no.
if you know this is the managers what you wanted, sack Eric Tang in the summer. Bye bye. Go get Ruben Amorim.
Mm.
Let him have a preseason. Let him see how this squad work. Now that he's here, now he see how shit and crap we are. I have a strong feeling that hey, listen, whenever we're in preseason, he has an idea how he wants to set up properly now. What to do with these players. But everything is make or break on the 21st, which is the 21st. It will make or break the season. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say I wanted to bring up Ray's comment earlier, and the one before this one.
You mean this one?
No. The other one, the Amram got improved
Wait,
style.
Oh, this one. This one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because this is also true, because the football is not improved, the results are not improving. This is the worst ever Premier League season by a big club in history. Forget just by a top six club, right? Forget just like anyone. This is United are the biggest Premier League. No, just forget everything else. Premier League. We have the most Premier League titles. 13 league titles. 13 Premier League titles. Right.
Hmm.
This is the league that we used to run. This was the league
Hmm.
we used to run. We destroyed teams, bro. Everyone else is still in single digits. We are in double digits in terms of league titles in Premier League, right? And we are embarrassing the league that we took over. We were the very first team to take over.
Hmm.
We're embarrassing the league that we very first took over. So we need to, actually fix up, man. 16 is a disgrace. By any manager, no manager gets, bro. Gary Neville at Valencia got sacked after 22 games.
Hmm. Listen. What phase is Hansi Flick in? Right? Hansi Flick got the best out of so many
Bro,
players. Yes, he did. Yes, he
he's
did.
won.
I have to agree. Yo, he won the domestic double. He won the La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Super Cup.
Super Cup.
He did the domestic double.
He didn't win the Champions League. He made the Champions League semi-final in his first year. Bro,
Hmm.
Barcelona have the youngest squad in Europe. They have the youngest squad in Europe. Lamine Yamal, 17.
Hmm.
Kubarsi, not even in his 20s yet. Pedri, Gavi. Who else am I looking at? Kubarsi,
Hmm.
right? Uh, that I said Kubarsi, right? Kubarsi.
Yeah, yeah. You just said him. You just said him. Yeah.
Who's that midfielder? Who's that midfielder? Casado.
Hmm.
Casado. Jules Koundé. Balde. Bro, these players are all La Masia players. You know La Masia, yeah?
Yeah, the academy. Yeah,
Academy.
the
Bro,
academy. Yeah.
they brought Chesney out of retirement to play for them. Do you
Bro,
remember that?
bro,
They
bro,
brought
bro, bro,
Chesney out of
bro, bro,
retirement.
bro, bro.
They're
Look at
making
this.
to a 20.
Look at this, right? There's one La Masia academy that became a first team player that came to Manchester United, right?
Gerard Piqué.
Yes, came to Manchester United, won a Premier League title,
And a
right?
champion.
And the Champions League,
And
and
left
went
back to Arsenal.
and left and went back to Barcelona. So
Yeah.
I have to give credit and respect to La Masia's academy because they gave us a player, right? He won a
Yeah.
league title with us. He won a Champions League with us, and he went back to Barcelona. And
It's just not even
not a lot of people know this. A lot of
yeah.
people don't know this. They thought they think Gerard Piqué played at Barcelona his entire career.
Is this
Yes.
Lamine second league title ever? Is this his second league title ever?
I would have. I'll say this is his first official one. I think so.
First
I think this
official
is his
one.
first official one. Yeah. We
We
beat
better get the sign
get
early.
this Serious Island.
Yep, bro.
Pyramid is already
Bro,
made.
they,
Yeah, bro. They have. And bro, we still waiting on this Cunha thing.
we're still waiting,
What are we waiting on this Cunha thing?
bro. We
And
have
this is this is
Cunha.
the.
We have signed Cunha. Man City are going for Florian Wirtz and Tijani Reinders.
Mhm.
We're still waiting for Cunha, and we're trying to go for Delap. And, and this is the club I expect to do well in this ownership. Nah, man, this ownership is a fraud, man. Both Ineos and the Glazers, man, both are frauds, man. Look at the players we're looking at. Apart from Cunha, look at the players we're looking at.
Listen. A friend of mine has been a United fan longer than me. I heard him
Yeah,
say something to me, and I said to him, "How could you say that?" He said, "Bro, the state of the club, since these Glazers come in, they've been taking money out of the club for years and years and years, and we as fans ignored it because we were winning titles. We were doing this, we were doing that." He said, "Yo, when something is so good, it's going well until the well has dried up, there's nothing left." That's what happened with this club. Yes, we'll get moments here and there, but he said to me, "Bro, imagine if we don't lose. Imagine if we lose the final. It will be a complete uproar." He said, "Imagine if Spurs win a trophy because of us, and they just go on a a miraculous run of winning
yeah,
games next season and start winning stuff next season." And I said to him, "I don't want to think that. I do not want our team to be the reason why." And he said, "Bro, just level with me. Think about it real quick. We have no quality players in our squad. All we have is movements, and too much individualism. And that he said that right there alone is just destroying everything. And this manager just trying to come in and trying to change all of that, but it's like none of the players are listening." Yeah.
yeah. We're still waiting for
Exactly.
Cunha.
We still
Bro, it's
waiting for
fact,
Cunha. Yep. And what are you saying? The owners are fraud. Of course, they're absolute frauds. So, bro, it's like I'm saying here, right? This is what I'm saying, right?
bro.
I feel like we're gonna get over the line, but bro, there gonna be more redundancies because I feel like this owner's gonna sack this fraud. Jim Ratcliffe is gonna sack more people, and he's just gonna buy young players, young talent. We're not gonna buy no serious. I don't see
Bro,
us signing no serious paper player, but bro, Victor Osimhen went to the Turkish league on 6 months, got injured for like 2 weeks, came back, scored
score
35 friggin' goals, won
35
a
goals,
Turkish cup,
and
and
I
he's about to win the league in Turkey.
yep. He's pretty much done it already. Pretty much done it already, and he got the best. Yeah, exactly, bro. This comment right here. Also, right, just before you go on again, right?
Hmm.
Don't forget, he's had Lamine Yamal. Hansi Flick had Lamine Yamal out for 2 months. He's had Pedri out for a bit, Gavi out for a bit. Bro, he's had Balde out. He's had pretty much. He has his main goalkeeper out. Just came back, right, bro? Hansi Flick has had injuries, bare injuries, and he still won the league. So this just proves that things don't always take time, man. You just need a proper coach with the right mindset. I think Amram can be that, but it's just why is he being so stubborn in some games? Why is he not making the right substitutions? Why is he taking so long, to make a change? Why is he sticking to one system? There's many systems in football. There's many formations and systems in football, man. It's about winning. Doesn't matter what you play. Doesn't matter how you do it. Hell, you could even sub a goalkeeper out for a striker in the last minute. If you score, you win. Literally, you score, you win. So it's about winning, bro. It doesn't matter what formation, what system you play. It's about getting it right. It's about getting it right.
This Europa League could be a momentum boost for next season.
I,
It's that important.
I agree.
Yes. Because
But
listen, these players will get a pay boost.
yeah, they
These
will.
players, all of these
They want
players will get
they
a pay
want it.
boost, so they want it.
That's why
So
they're paying for it.
I firmly believe they're gonna show up. But bro, we need you to show up every fucking game.
And this is why I think the Premier League is so like we're throwing it away, bro. We're basically throwing the league away, man. And I don't like that, man. We should be
The
challenged. We
league
should.
is a bread. The lead is a bread and butter, bro. Because the higher you are up on the table, the more money you get.
I'm not angry about last night's loss. I'll be honest with you. I'm not
Yeah,
angry
I'm
about.
not angry about it because I know we're gonna
I
lose.
woke
But
up.
bro,
I
it's
woke
a
up.
way how you lose. I listened to what Roy Keane said. Not to cut you off, right?
No, no, it's
Roy Keane was spot on what he said about the squad. And sometimes I wish Roy Keane will stop being a pundit, go to Man United, and he give these players an earful.
he's
Because
not.
he,
He's apparently he's not allowed back in the dressing room anymore.
wow, wow, we need somebody like him in the dressing room.
Yeah.
We need somebody
Uh,
like him in the dressing room because,
sorry.
bro, I'm telling you, see, if Roy Keane was involved on the day-to-day operation on that team, even if he's just assisting, whatever, just be there, bro. I'm telling you, these players will have a different friggin' attitude. I'll tell you that.
They,
Instead of
they
this
will.
little soft cry, bro. Listen, all I see is Garnacho falling on the floor, falling on the floor. The whole season he's on the floor. He's like he's wrestling, bro. We didn't buy
Let's
you. We didn't buy you to wrestle. We buy you to
let's talk
score goals, and you can't even do it.
let's talk about Rasmus Højlund, bro. Who is this guy, man? Who the? Can I swear? You don't want me swearing?
Knock yourself out.
Who the fuck is this guy? Genuinely, who the fuck is this guy? Rasmus Højlund. Why is he at my club? Why is he playing football for my club? Did you see? You know what? I'm kind of glad I fell asleep for a bit of the second half because I didn't want to see his dreadful performance, losing the ball, falling on the floor, wrestling defenders like it's WWE. Bro, this is football, my friend.
Hmm.
Start fucking playing football or leave my club. I'm genuinely tired of seeing this guy's face. You know, genuinely tired of seeing this guy's face in the starting lineup. He cannot play. He cannot start in the final next week. I'm not trying to see him in the. I'm not trying to see him in
I
the
don't. I don't
lineup.
want to. I
I'm
don't.
not
I
trying
don't
to
want to see him. I don't want to see him like that.
see him next week. I do not want to see him in that lineup next week. If he's in that lineup, Ruben Amorim, bro, I kid you not, this guy is losing my head. And he's losing
Mm.
his head as well. Honest to God, man. Like, genuinely, it pisses me off, bro. It really pisses me off. Like, who do these players think they are? Some of them. Who do these players think they are, man? They think that they think they can get a pass because they've made the Europa League final or they've won a couple trophies. They think they can get a pass. No, they've given us two of our worst ever Premier League finishes in our history. Two of our
Yeah.
worst back-to-back years. Two of our worst Premier League finishes in years. Eighth was our worst Premier League finish. This is our worst. This is our worst yet. This is literally
Mm.
on the brink of relegation, just above teams that are much worse than us. We're not going to reach 40 points, bro. Let's just forget about it. We're not going to reach 40 points. We're not going to reach 40 points. We're not going to beat Villa on the last day of the season. We're not going to beat Villa on the last game of the season at Old Trafford. And I'm not diving,
Mhm.
bro. Leave Ahmad out of this. I'll be honest with you, Ray. With all due respect, leave Ahmad out of this. Ahmad is one of our best players.
Footy is life. Bless up. Footy is life. Bless up.
No,
Footy is life.
bless up.
Footy is life
Yeah,
is a Spurs fan, by the way.
yeah. I think he was mentioning in the chat. So
Yeah. He's a
but
Spurs fan, by the way.
he
But,
was
but,
there.
but
He was on the last show. He was on the last show. I remember.
yeah. Yo. Listen, like I said, people, it doesn't matter which other
Who's
club a person support. They're welcome to come in the live. If they want to banter, they could banter. You feel me? It is what it is. But bless up yourself. Footy is life. Yo, I hope all is well for you.
Yep.
I
Same.
hope you have health and strength. The most important thing is you woke up this morning. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you lose to West Ham and Wolves at home since the international break? We are winless in the league, bro. Listen, this guy's trying to sabotage the fucking league now. We're trying to sabotage the Premier League, and I don't know why we're doing it, bro. We've been doing it since December.
Mm.
We've been doing this since December, man. Since we beat Man City, I thought we were gonna go on a run of games. We're gonna go on a massive win streak now. I thought we were gonna finish above City.
Yo, listen, I don't want Rasmus Hoyland in the starting 11. I'd rather have Mason Mount as a false nine, honestly.
I agree. Finally, we agree because you know why? I don't rate Mason Mount to the extent that people do. But you know what it is in the last few games?
At least Mason Mount will shoot. He'll
Bro,
shoot. He'll make the chance.
And not only that,
Rasmus Hoyland can't even shoot properly.
yeah, I know. And do you know what the problem is? Right? Do you know one thing about Mason Mount is? I'll give him praise for this. At least his ball retention's improved, and at least he can keep the ball. That's the one thing I give praise to Mason Mount for. He's been able to keep the ball in the last few games. He's been able to retain the ball well. I start him in that final next to Bruno Fernandes, man. And I would maybe play. Honestly, at this rate, bro, I want to play Ahmad up top. You might as well play Ahmad up top. And play Kobe in the 10. Because we don't have wingers anyways, right? You might as well play. Shout out Kenny Fan TV. Shout out.
Bless up Kenny Fan TV.
You might as well play.
Bless up Kenny. Bless up Kenny.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Kenny is supposed to be doing a stream. I think today or tomorrow. Kenny, do me a favor. Drop your link in the chat. So AN Sports could subscribe to your channel, Kenny. Kenny, drop your YouTube channel in the chat.
Now, as I was saying, I would much rather play Kobe Ahmad in the 10s, Mason Mount up top, Bruno and Casemiro in the 10. Genuinely. I'm not trying to see Rasmus Hoyland start in the fucking final. After a performance like that last night, really? You want me to see you want me to see him you want me to see him play again? And hold on a minute. Are you trying to talk about Rasmus Hoyland here? You need a whole team around him because we built a team around him. He still can't score. We can't even touch a football, bro. I don't know what you're trying to say about build a team around him, but he can't even control a ball. He can't even pass. His ball retention's crap. He can't finish. He's awful. So this I think you're taking the piss with this one, bro. I can't lie. Big up to you, but you're definitely taking the piss off with this one. You're definitely taking the piss with this one because he is nobody to be building a team around. He is nobody to be building a team around. I'm sorry. You cannot build a team around this guy. You just cannot. Kobe Ahmad, I understand. Kobe Ahmad, sure, I get it. Kobe and Ahmad, understandable. But this guy, no. Don't even bother showing him don't even bother playing him again. Don't even bother. I give him probably garbage minutes if we need to. Like if for example United winning a game, by 3-4-0, bring him home.
Perfect thing to say. Footy is life, but the ownership is moving slow. You know what I mean? The ownership.
Is Kenny a United fan?
Kenny Fan TV is a United fan, yeah.
Big up to you, Kenny.
Kenny Fan is fan. Hey, Kenny, still waiting for you to drop your link in the chat, man. Drop your link in the chat.
Yeah, drop your link. I'll check your channel out, bro. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna be honest, man. Spend more time. I don't think he dives, bro. He doesn't dive. He falls down. He falls down easily because he's trying to be a bit too trickery. He's trying to be a bit too skillful, and that's what you don't need right now. I like Ahmad. I think he's a really good player, but you don't need to be. But sometimes being a bit too skillful when you don't need to be is a bit. He's trying a bit too much at times. So hopefully he turns up for the final. You know, we need him. We need everyone to turn up for the final. Everyone to turn up for the final. Even Hoyland. Even if he's shit, you better turn up in that final. Otherwise, you can leave my club for fucking good. I don't care. I don't want to see him play for my club again. And all these people backing Rasmus Hoyland, I don't know what you're seeing. I genuinely don't know what you're seeing. Genuinely, I don't know what you're watching. He's a terrible, terrible player. One of the worst I've seen in my time watching United.
That's his link. I dropped it in the chat.
I'll check it out. But and should pass. Yes, round before at least he made runs. But bro, making runs and he still can't control football is crazy, man. He still can't control football, man. He can't even retain the ball. He can't even. People like him because he works hard. He runs a lot, but that's about it. That's the one thing that people like nowadays. It's about running and working hard. Like they look at your heat map and like, he runs a lot, he covers a lot of distance, he works a lot, he works hard. So that's what they look at nowadays. They no longer look at good work on the ball. They look at off the ball now. But that's what football fandom has become now. That's what football fandom has become. That's what it's all become now. And yeah, exactly, Aaron. Tell him, bro. You can't do anything. But no, like I said, turn up for the final next week. Everyone needs to turn up for the final. Everybody needs to turn up. So yeah. Now, as I was saying, like, you need to I'm gonna say something controversial if you don't mind. But
go ahead.
United fans booed Xerxes for his performances, but they clapped Rasmus Højlund. Is it a color thing?
Probably.
Because the way United fans cheer on Rasmus, the way United fans clap for Rasmus, and try and give him his flowers or whatever, even if for a crap performance. What about when Xerxes was doing the same things? They were booing him off the pitch.
I remember, bro. He walked down the tunnel and he had to come right back out. I remember.
So my question is it a color thing with United fans? Because they were clapping for Garnacho, and they were they were saying, what's his name? They were saying, who else again? Who's this? I don't know, man. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into this too much, but I just want to say, like, so much has been so controversial, man, with the United fans. But I think Højlund is terrible as well. I think Højlund is terrible. Garnacho is terrible, right? Our attack is terrible. Bar Ahmad, our attack is dreadful.
Our attack is spineless.
Spineless. So I'm not trying to see this. I'm not trying to see United fans cheer for Rasmus and boo Xerxes.
She needs to be the same treatment.
Boo everyone.
It needs to be the same. It needs to be the same treatment.
Same treatment for every player. Every player. Ahmad and Garnacho know better, way, but at the same time, like, no, I don't get this Ahmad disrespect. I can't lie. He's had 2 bad games. Only 2 bad games. Don't be sorry on yourself. Bro. We are a massive football club, my friend. I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. We are a massive football club. Arguably the biggest in the country. You can't tell me.
But understand where Footy's life coming from. Understand where Footy's life, because remember, Footy's life is a Spurs fan, right? And imagine the frustration that he feel like every time a new manager coming in, you think they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, and nothing happens. And I'm not saying this to take a shot at Footy is life. Yo, listen, you gotta understand where you're coming from, bro. It's no joke.
But the thing is, sorry, can you go to the comment below this? He's hitting Mrs. Ahmad. Okay. Hit and miss. 5 years. You're saying 5 years that he's been here. This is his first full season as a United player.
Hold on a second. Hey, Ray, if you want me to drop the link in the chat and you come up, you could come up, Ray. That's if, because I know you're getting ready to go to work right now. But if you want to come up here for like 5 minutes or so, if you could spare 5 minutes and come up and talk, it's up to you, brother. Because I know we got the debate next week Tuesday. That's if you want to come up, Ray. That's if you want to come up. All right, I'll drop the link.
Xerxes is one of our most important players. We really need him for the final, although he probably won't make it. Because if he can play 10, even as a 9, he's much better than Højlund. He is better than Højlund. Facts, he is. He's better than Højlund. I'm not trying to see Højlund start for United next week. I don't care. I'd much rather play with no striker than fucking what do you call? I'd much rather play with no striker than play with Rasmus Højlund who can't even do anything on the pitch. Simple as he can't do anything on the pitch. So I would much rather play with fucking no striker.
Mm.
and play with a false nine,
Mm.
or a 10 that can do some work
So, so,
with.
so, so, so yo, you're about to meet Ray, bro. This
No,
is a
no, no.
low. This a no, no. So,
Big up
answer.
to
This is a local Man United fan, a
No, I
match
hear it.
going fan. So,
Big up to him, bro.
but
Big
bro,
up to him. I love.
I you gotta give respect and praise to this man, bro, because
No, I will. I will.
this man literally seen it all, seen the lot.
Yeah. No, no, I hear it, bro. Trust me. I don't mean any disrespect to Ray. Like I'm
No,
not. I'm not.
no, no.
I'm not.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, bro. Listen, Ray's a cool dude. Ray, trust me.
No,
Ray's a cool dude, bro.
no, I can tell. I can tell. He seems like he seems like a nice lad, and I would love to talk to him, man. I would love to talk to him, man. Big up to Ray, man. Love to talk to him. I know he's a match going fan, and I won't question his loyalty to the club. No way, no way.
Mm.
I ain't questioning his loyalty to the club one bit. But there are some things we will disagree on. Obviously, it's not going to be any disrespect or anything. It's not.
No. I get, bro. Ray's a
Fan,
cool dude, bro. I'm telling you, Ray,
but there are some match going
yeah.
fans that are very very like too level headed. So they need sort of like they need to fix themselves out. A lot of match going fans, but listen, Ray's a real one. He's a real one. Trust me.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
man.
now people continue to
The legend himself, the legend, the
Guys,
man
pick
himself.
it up.
What's up, brother?
Yeah,
What's up, man?
yeah,
What's
man.
going on?
Yeah, well, I said, listen, man, I only come on because I'm not hating on Ahmed or nothing like that. I like him as a player. You catch me?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
the thing with me is, I'm a team man, so I'm not just gonna go and scream at one man. I was
yeah.
screaming at all of them, and this is what I do. This is what I've been doing because we're in a group, and I don't know if people screaming Rasmus a lot, but my thing is, guys, he's a part of a team that is bad because
Mm.
Ahmed has been a moment player for me this season, but generally he's been bad. Garnacho has been bad. Zirks has been bad. Chido, bad. So
Mm.
the thing is, I always look at it as a unit, you
As a
know,
team,
a T
I get
unit. That's what I look at. Now I will
Yeah.
now I would be on Rasmus's back a lot if he was the only bad one in the team. Say if you sub him and then you brought on somebody and they're doing the job and then he's always playing and I'm like, well, look, but I look at the stats of everybody and they're not impressive, bro. So
Mm.
this is where I'm actually kind of starting to look past players and look at the manager a little bit and
Yeah,
saying,
with you.
is his football bringing the best out of the players? Because I don't think these players are as bad as the showing. I really don't. Because looking at some of the players that were here last season on the 10 now, they're
They're
actually playing a lot better.
best, Ray. They're top six at best, bro. They're
Mm-hmm.
not.
So
These players are
yeah,
not.
the top six are the best. I
They're
don't
not
think they're
gonna-
17 and all that. So
No,
this
no.
is why I now start. This is why now, guys, I start to kind of stop being individually. I start looking at the manager and thinking, mate, you're not playing football that's bringing the best out of these guys because we have good players there that can actually be in the top six. Maybe confidence why they don't believe in his system or believe in his structures, something like that.
Mm.
Because this is 8 games now. You know, I know the season is a write off, but I was expecting by now. I'm seeing an Amrin style. I'm
He's been here
seeing
since October.
things that. Sorry.
He's been here since October, late October,
Yeah, yeah,
early
yeah,
November.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
I thought by now I'd be seeing a style that okay, yeah, this is what we're doing. And then in the summer, you could say, well, certain man. Then you could point out Erasmus and say, okay, well, yeah, he might not fit this, so we can get rid of him. But what I'm seeing is the
Not
whole
to
team.
cut you off, Ray. But off and on
Yeah,
all season for Rasmus, bro, been getting on my nerves. Him wrestling this floor.
I
That's all
know.
I'm saying. But continue.
Yes, but
The floor is
okay,
yours.
but so you could. That's what I'm saying, there, Rasta. You can pinpoint one man and say, okay, he's not going to fit the system. But what I'm seeing, and I'm with NA Sports guy. Is it Askavin? Sorry, man, I'm bad with Indian names.
No, that's
Uh,
fine.
As-
That's fine. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Ask
I'm not
Kevin. Yes, ask Kevin.
yeah.
Askavin. Yeah, I am starting to get a little bit annoyed with Amrin because I'm looking at the team and the whole entire team is playing bad, and we're not. 8 games we're playing bad and we're playing bad. When are we going to start to play a little bit better where we can just say, okay, maybe this guy doesn't fit the team, so let's
Yeah.
try and get somebody else. But right now, nobody's fitting this team. And
Listen,
my
yeah.
sorry,
Let me
guys,
ask you
well, I'll let you talk. I'll finish with
No,
this now.
no,
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 But
no.
my
Do you think?
but
no,
my
so,
concern is we waste money buying players, and then he'll be playing the same football next season, and that's my biggest concern
gotta go.
because I don't want to be buying Jokeris or the latter whoever, and we're still playing bad football. I'll let
Mm.
you guys. Yeah.
Mm. But
No,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was,
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
no, sorry, Rasta, go
No,
on.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I agree with you on this one, Ray. Like, look, when a manager comes in, there needs to be instant impact. There has to be instant impact on some players right away. Because I'm looking at this right. The only players, okay, I know you disagree on this one, but I think Ahmad's been well. I think Ahmad's played all right.
Mm, mm,
I think he's played decent. I know the last couple of games he's not been great. I can tell you that
mm,
for sure. But
mm,
I look at Garnacho. I look at Hoyland. These players are not improved. These
mm,
players are not improved. Ugarte has not looked good. He used to play under Amram as well as Sporting. He's not
mm,
looked good.
mm,
And I think the only players look good are Casemiro, maybe Bruno slightly, and then you can probably say Ahmad. Xerxes in the second half of
mm.
the season turned it up. In the first half, no. So the first half he was
No.
awful.
Mm,
So
mm,
I can tell you, there's only very few players that have actually turned up. Dorku seems like a decent player. When he's
mm,
Amram's son, we can count that. Cool.
mm,
If he brings
mm,
in his own players and he's still struggling by December, we're 15th by December, he needs to get sacked. Because we cannot be 15th if he gets his own players. If you give him 200 million, he spends it. He gets his own players in. He's not going to get us anywhere. We might as well pull the trigger and scrap another season, because even then, I'm looking at the Europa League final. I'm like, if he does not do well in that final, he also might need to go. Because don't forget, we're going to the summer now. We can bring in a new manager. We have a whole preseason. We have a whole like transfer window to go through. So I'm not worried about bringing in a new manager, right?
mm,
I'm more
mm.
worried about what we do in that final and who we bring in the summer and what his talent ID
Mm.
is. If he doesn't have that talent ID, then he's gonna struggle next season, big time, big time
Yeah,
next
I
season.
mean that's worry. Actually, when it's I give man time into it, but I also give man improvement over time thing. Not
Mm.
just you're gonna be here to the summer. I want to
Nobody's
see small improvements into it, and he
yeah.
hasn't improved the players that were playing better last season, like a Ganacho or even a Hoyland was playing better. They're actually playing worse this season under him, and as you said there, Hasman, there's only few players on your hand that you can actually,
Not to cut you off, Ray.
you know.
One thing that frustrated me, we didn't sign any attackers in January. This is on the board as well. We
Oh
Morata
let
was
yes, it
go.
available.
is
We let go.
Also,
Anthony, Rashford, Sancho did not sign
exactly,
anyone even on loan. I remember
bro,
remember what did I say, Ray? What didn't I say this, Ray? Why are we sending out two attackers? We're gonna
exactly,
at
bro.
least
We said this a long time.
we said this. We're gonna at
We
least
said
bring
this,
in one. No, no,
yeah,
no, no attacker. Oh, okay, okay. This is on the
yeah.
board.
but bro, forget, also Morata was available. Morata was, even though I don't rate Morata to the extent that everyone does, he's a proven goal scorer, proven winner. He's won the Champions League. He's been there in final. He scored in
Okay,
Champions League.
yeah.
He scored in Champions League final. He can
Mm,
score goals. He might not be the best player ever we have, right?
mm,
But on a short term deal, when we need goals, bro, he's right there.
mm.
He won a trophy with Milan this year as well, so he definitely fit into a team. You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean, if you want to make you want to make an argument for Amri. I mean, that might be the only reason why I want to see him there the start of the season with better players because we got rid of the forward line, and we actually let the two most inexperienced guys in Garnacho and Rasmus there to
Yeah,
try to lead our attack, and it's showing that they can't do that. It's showing that they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're only 21, one's 20, and one's 22, so they're not ready. And I blame the board on that. I do blame the board on that because I think the board should have at least given us on one another attacker so we can at least improve ourselves and get us up to 10th or something like that. So this is one of the reasons why I will give Amrin, a season
yeah.
next season. But he cannot be playing the football we've been watching the last 8 games. You just can't do that, especially in the Premier League.
It's a disgrace, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
bro. I've seen us play bad football where we still managed to win. I've seen
Yeah.
us play crappy football and we still managed to win. But
Yeah.
I don't know what to call this. I
Bro,
don't know what to call this. I don't
bro,
know what to call this. I don't know if it's bro. I don't know, bro.
Bro, I'm struggling, bro. I'm sat here scratching my head thinking, bro, what are we doing? You see, all we do is just, and then when we get the ball, we pass it back to Onana, and then he's hoofing it back, and I'm like,
We're always
what's all this
saying,
about?
Bro,
Bro.
this is spot on right here. Summer window is really big because we saw 2 to 3 windows on the Ten Hag sign and we made was terrible. It did set us back 5 years. Yes, it did set us back 5 years. Yes.
Mhm.
They have. But you know, I've noticed that with United over the years, bro. It's constant playing it through the defenders, passing out from the back, constantly
Yeah.
playing back to the keeper, back to the full. Bro, it's been like this since David Moyes, LVG. I rate LVG as a manager. I rated LVG. I loved LVG. Like, trust me, I really liked him. I think he deserved another chance. I think Mourinho also deserves another chance. Now looking back on it, he deserved more of another chance.
Another chance. Yes.
Because of his standards, right?
Look,
Because he
Mourinho
was
plays
on
some
about
good football, man. We will play some attacking football at Ashton. You know what I mean? And we'll score some goals.
We're scoring
Yeah.
some goals in other competitions as well. In Europe,
Yeah.
Europa League, we're battering teams in the Europa League. It was just the Premier League we couldn't finish our chances. If we could finish our chances that year, we win the Premier League.
He would have done, yeah.
Look at how many draws we had that year. If we take our chances in most of those games, we win the Premier League.
We should have never sacked Jose. As one manager, we should have never sacked.
I agree with you now.
Never sacked him.
Yeah, but listen, the board didn't want to back him. The board didn't want to
That's
back
it. The
him.
board didn't want to back him.
Because you know why? Because they didn't want to win shit. They didn't want to win shit. They just want collecting the money. Collecting money. Yes,
listen,
collect money. Well,
the man finished. Listen, guys, when Jose said, "Oh, you know, the best achievement I did when I finished second," and I didn't understand it at that time. I was like, "What are you talking about?" But through the years, I get it. I get what he said. And if they only backed him, we would have won the league in the next season.
And one thing as well, Ray, like also look at this, right? You've noticed when we qualified for Champions League, go look at the signings we've made in the Champions League. That year when Mourinho qualified for the Champions League yet again, we qualified second. We signed Dalot, Legrand, and what's the other one again? And Fred. That was our transfer window. We get back to the Champions League.
This is what I say. This board is hoodwinking everybody because it's money. It's money because every time we're in the Champions League and you think, boys, why don't you sign some world-class players to push us further? They don't do it. And then we tank. And then they're going to spend money now because they want to get back up. They want to look like they're doing things. But they don't do nothing. They don't do anything. The money that they spent, is hoodwink. They're lying. They only do it to make it look like, oh well, yeah, we've bought this man and we bought that man. But they're not. They don't do anything. They're the reason why we're here. And now that we want money, we ain't got no money.
This gimmick now of we have to play out from the back. We have to start with the play from the goalkeepers to be good with their feet. I don't like this, bro. The goalkeepers need to save shots.
Exactly, bro.
He was 4 stars. Oh, look at Pep Guardiola's football. Bro, Amorim ripped up Pep Guardiola's football. System football.
He's playing Pep Guardiola football. I don't get it.
Conte never had a system. He just played 3-4-3 and be like, work your socks off. That's all he did. Conte never had a system. Conte always had a plan. It was never a system. Conte was a top manager. People don't rate Conte now, but look at what he's doing with Napoli.
Exactly. He's gone back to Italy and he's winning the league. He's won league here. He's gone back to Italy and he's winning the league. So he knows what he's doing.
If you bring him next year, he wins us the league. He wins us the league. He wins us the league, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, look at Flick. Look at Hansi Flick. Man's come in and
instant impact.
But they didn't want to back. They didn't want to back him. They didn't want to back him, so they sacked him instead.
Who's that?
Jose.
Yeah, they want to back him.
Yeah, and then Jose went to Spurs, right?
Get them to a final.
Got them to a final.
And
right?
sacked him.
And sacked him a few days before the final. Boom. Went
Isn't
to
that what
Roma.
they
Went to Roma. Roma hadn't won a trophy in years. Won them a trophy. He got sacked.
But this
Now he's in Fenerbahce, and I'm like, you know what? Jose, the type of manager I like. You know why? Jose will tell you straight to your face, you are crap. You're this, you're that. I like that type of manager. And if you don't tighten up, I won't play you.
And when we won that Europa League, when we won that Europa League, do you know? And when we won that League Cup, it felt so good because we won with a serial winner. We won it with a serial winner. That's why it felt so good. When you're winning with other managers, you're looking at okay, maybe it's not as great. But when you're winning with Mourinho, who's such a prestigious manager, won everything in football apart from the World Cup, obviously, bro. It's the best feeling in the world when you win with when you win with a manager that's so prestigious that can win everything.
Exactly, because we were on 80 points.
You know what I'm seeing?
80 points.
Players. You know what I'm sick and tired of? The players just clapping. Sorry, bro. I'm sick and tired of seeing that shit. Why are you
And also,
clapping?
Exactly, man.
I'm sick and tired of seeing that shit.
this generation love to dismiss cups, man. They love to dismiss every single trophy there is in football. That's why you see fans like Arsenal don't win anything. You see, that's why we didn't win a trophy for a while because our fans were dismissing the FA Cup for a top 4 or something like that. I'm like, bro,
Man, forget top 4, man. Top 4 is only the fourth best loser.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly, man. Win stuff.
Win the Europa League, man, and get us back to Champions League. But I'm not even looking at the Europa League as Champions League qualification. I'm looking at it as a silverware, bro. I'm looking at it as
That's
silverware.
what exactly. I'm looking at that. Yeah, silverware. It's a silverware.
It's not a Champions League qualification. You get rewarded with Champions League qualification, but you're winning a silverware with it. See what I'm saying? That's what happens with football.
Yeah, but man, I'm just worried about the start of next season, bro.
Yes,
I am. I mean, I'm watching.
Me too. Because if
I don't even know if I'm going to watch. Yeah, sorry guys. You were saying?
No, continue. Right, go ahead. Right, continue.
I said, man, listen, I don't even know I'm going to watch the Aston Villa game. I'm just probably right now. I'm watching the final, and then after that, sacking it off because I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can torture myself watching another Premier League game.
Europa League trophy at Old Trafford. I just hope we see the Europa League trophy at Old Trafford on that day. That's all. I just hope that. Yeah. That's the truth. I'm not worried about the result. Because Asia, the Premier League season ends. They're coming straight to Asia. They're coming to Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, man, that's it. It's true.
I'm literally 1 hour away from Kuala Lumpur. I could go watch them in preseason, but I'm like, you know what? I ain't bothered with this team, man. I ain't gonna waste my time, bro, seeing this even in preseason, man. I'll watch preseason on my phone, but I ain't gonna watch it like live. I don't want to go to the stadium, bro. Unless they come to Thailand like they did 3 years ago when they played Liverpool and they won 4-0. I was there. So listen, I want that again. I would like that again, but I don't.
Well, I watched them in preseason to see what they do and to see if they actually play them and who we sign and all that. But
I watched the game.
This season, man, I'm just watching the final, and if we lose that final,
that was
sacking it up, not watching it.
Yo, listen. There'll be an uproar. There will be an uproar because we will be remembered as the team that gifted Spurs a trophy. Oh my god. Just thinking about it.
Get back to West, huh?
Yeah.
But man, But hey. So do you guys really? So what would you take acceptable next season? Because for me, I'm looking at points, bro. I'm thinking.
Yeah, points. Points.
We better not, for me, we better not be
points
talking about we can't get 40 points by Christmas. By Christmas, we should be almost past 40 points and somewhere up that table.
Are you talking about just solely league? Because I'm looking at overall.
Overall?
I'm looking at 2 cups next season. Cup double.
That's win me a trophy. Whether it be the Carabao Cup or FL Cup, win me a trophy.
I want both.
Anyone. Win me anyone. Any one of them.
And top 4 in Premier League. 2 cups and top 4 would be fine. I'm not. If we had to go for the FA Cup or top 4, I'm going for the FA Cup. I want the cup double. That's what I grew up on. United winning trophies, man. I grew up in 3 Premier League titles. I grew up on us losing 1 Champions League final. I've seen us win 2 FA Cups, 2 League Cups, and Community Shields.
Wait. How many titles you seen the club win?
3. 3 league titles.
Wait, I've seen more than you. I
No,
see
no,
you
It's
no,
more
good,
than
man.
you.
It's good.
It's good,
It's
but it's
good,
a
man.
good feeling, right? It's a good feeling, right?
It's a good feeling, bro,
no.
because I know
It's a
because
good
I've seen
feeling.
us win 13. 13 I've seen us win. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
really
Listen. I've seen us win 11, 11,
11. All right, there you go.
11,
And I've been,
11.
and you know, the funny thing is, I've been to about 10 of them, 10 parades out of
Mm.
the 13,
Really?
and it never
And,
gets old.
And
listen, and listen. I seen us. What made the 11th for me is when we won our 20th title, and
yeah,
I cut school to see us win our Champions League. I cut
But
Ray.
that
school
was
for
good.
that.
That was
If
good,
you
man.
don't
That
mind
was
me
good.
asking, if you don't mind me asking you, how is the Manchester Derby rivalry over there in Manchester? Because obviously it's not as massive as it is now.
Well, I mean, it used to be
But
really like, oh, who the heck is Manchester City until they
yeah,
got
yeah.
Don't do that,
until they
bro.
got their
Don't
money.
sign off from social media.
Yeah.
Don't sign off
Because
from social media.
we used to be like, who's City, man? We don't care about
But
these guys, but
Yo,
they've made it a rival because it's like,
yo, Ray. I remember one season we played when Manchester City got relegated. I'm like, bro, relegated. I mean, these are the men that we slapped. Yeah, I remember us slapping them up, bro.
but but you
I
know what's
remember us slapping them up all the time.
yeah.
generally generally confuses me is like why do United fans like to beef with Arsenal fans when we have bigger rivals like Man City and Liverpool and Leeds who are
No, no,
much
no,
It's,
bigger.
no,
it's,
no, no,
it's
no,
a
no,
nighty
no,
thing,
no.
man. It's a nighty thing. It's a nighty thing. Trust me, it's a nighty thing.
It's a thing.
It's definitely a nighty thing.
But for me, I always remember Liverpool is the enemy.
The
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool is always the enemy.
No,
Yeah.
trust me,
Well,
there were some United fans that wanted Liverpool to win the league over Arsenal, and
no,
that's
no,
fine.
no, 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 no.
That's
No. Even
fine.
though I don't like Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool can't win the league. I mean, they've won the league
I-
this season, and Bo, you ask Rasta, man, we're not getting any peace from a Liverpool fan in a group that we're in.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
he's just coming
I
in
know,
You know
and
what?
I
he's
know.
just like, oh,
Huh?
I'm not going to call his name because I don't want to do that. But
Are,
Yeah.
he's thinking
are
and
there
is
any
thinking to
are there any
myself,
Liverpool
man.
fans?
Say that again.
Are there any Liverpool fans in Manchester? Liverpool fans living in Manchester, or more so more so Man City.
Yeah, there will be because I see them go. You know, I see them on the train and going to Anfield and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because football
Yeah,
teams live all over the place, don't they? But it's when
you
they get
rarely see
together.
United Liverpool. You rarely see United.
Bro. Everywhere I go, I see Scousers, bro. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Ray, he's bigging you up in the chat.
He's
Big
I
my
up.
guy
hate.
from
I
he's my
hate
guy
And
them.
from Thailand.
you know what's pissed me off with this, right? Is that
Yeah,
United are not good. If we were good and Liverpool won and they just pipped us, it'll be a bit more funner.
it,
But
it, it would hurt more.
yeah, you yeah. But
It would hurt.
what hurts more is that we're actually crap and they can just go, oh, you're rubbish, you're rubbish. Look at us, we win. And it's like you
This
can't
one hurt
answer
more
back.
than the 19th. This one hurt more
Huh?
than the 19th league title. I'll be honest with you. This one hurts more than the COVID title because nobody
Yeah,
saw that.
because we're crap.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if we were good and we could just and we were toe to toe with Liverpool, you could say,
Yeah,
oh, you can have some banter with them and say, well,
yeah, of
you'll
course,
beat us on the final day. But the fact that they can come and say, oh, you're shit, or you're this, you're that, that hurts because it's like I can't answer back because we are actually bad, and they can always drop it. They can always drop and say, oh, you're 16th, oh, you're this, you're that, and it's like. I only wish that I could say things to them, but you know, I mean, that's why I've been keeping quiet from when the Liverpool fans have been chatting to me because I can't say nothing back.
bro. If you ever come to
nah,
Thailand, right? Liverpool fans are all over the place.
nah, bro. I taught back. Ray. Cause you know why? I tell him. Remember, we did 21st. You came
Mm,
second to do it. Remember, we did 21st.
mm,
We've been dominating the league for years. We all been shit for years. So remember, we did 21st. You
mm.
finally caught up.
Yeah,
Congrats. But you're still a shit club.
yeah,
Hey,
because 30 something years they've only won two titles. They've won. We won 11. No, sorry, we won 13. Sorry,
13, yeah.
and it's like, bro, you're chatting and you're chatting. You're not a team that wins titles, mate. You have to win
yeah,
titles when everybody else is bad, and in a COVID year. And you've not even come close to like lifting the league, are you? So it's like, go, stop chatting.
Bro, we're years away from doing that. We're years away from doing that. On my
Yeah,
birthday,
yeah,
I
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
2028. I'm like, you liar. You absolute liar.
No, no,
2020. We're in the thick of it.
he flipped up on that. First he said 2028, then he's saying 2026. He flipped. Yeah. This is why I say these
Yeah, bro.
men.
They're full of lies.
I don't trust these men.
No,
That's
I
just
don't
me
trust him neither.
personally.
Because
I
now
never
he's
did it.
saying that we must win the Europa League. First he said 28. Now we must win the Europa League. See, they don't know what they're doing, man. They don't know they need sacking more than managers. They need sacking because it's like you just don't know what you're
Exactly.
doing, bro. You
I
come to
think
this
we.
club,
I think us
They
three
do
could run the club better.
yeah,
easily,
yeah,
easily,
yeah,
easily.
easily because
But defense,
we
yeah, good.
identify what we need and not
Mm-hmm.
mess about.
Mm-hmm.
But these people mess about too much, man.
And it's a
Nah,
disgrace.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a disgrace, yes, because you could tell me you take a team that is well known, well famous, dominating, and turn us into scrubs. Like, if it was scrubs, yeah, I would be like, yeah, look, man, we're scrubs, so this is useful. But we're not scrubs. We're Manchester United, bro. And these owners
yeah.
have turned us into scrubs. Signing
We're,
scrub man, and I don't get it. I don't. What owner? Yeah, this is why I protest. My protest is actually stop going to games because I don't understand an owner that takes an institution like Manchester United, globally known, very rich, doing the best. Every United fan has at least watched United win loads of stuff and turn us into scrubs. Why? Why did you do that? I mean, I don't mind if I don't see. I know some people are like, "Oh, they're American and all that," but I didn't care if they're American or nothing like that. It's the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that they've turned us into scrubs. That's what's hurt me with the Glazers, man. That they've turned us into scrubs. Yeah. If they'd bought us and turned us into even better than we were, I would be like, yeah, well, these guys are great. But they turned
Jim,
us into
one thing
scrubs, man.
Listen, the Glazer family is a disgrace.
that this is the one thing I will say, right? Whenever people have something against someone, they'll attack their nationality or they'll attack their background
Mm,
afterwards. And I'm like, okay, that's not the right way to look at it.
mm,
They could be British. They could be British and they could be terrible owners. They could be
mm.
British. They
Yeah,
could
yeah,
even
yeah.
be from Manchester and they're terrible owners. Because go look at
Exactly.
Brian. Go look at Wrexham, bro. Wrexham are back promotions 3 times in a row. That's the first time in English football history has ever happened. So you gotta give
Exactly.
credit to right. And
Wrexham is in the
Canadian guy,
championship, bro. Yes,
Canadian,
Exactly.
Wrexham is in the championship, bro.
That guy,
bro. They
the actor fella, the
Ryan
actor fella, he's
Reynolds.
not. Yeah,
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds. He's not messing about. He's putting his money in the pocket and bringing
bro.
them up to. They're
He
going to be
sacks
Premier
some of
League team soon.
those players right away. He's straight. He's on point, straight on point. Sacks managers and sells the players straight on point. He's like right away doing it. I watched the documentary like slightly, a bit of the documentary. Like he's like on point with everything. He's not gonna waste his time like just sitting there, just like I'm gonna leave it and like let's see how the squad does. No, he takes action. That's a proper
Exactly.
owner, right?
That's a
And he's
proper owner.
half Canadian, half American. So nationality is not everything. Like because you know what it is. There's a lot of good people out. There's a lot of good owners out there. A lot of good owners out there. They could be from anywhere, bro. They could be from Australia. They'll be
Exactly.
fantastic. They don't have to be from like England to be great owners.
Exactly.
Like, so Jim's from Manchester, but he has a
But
Chelsea.
it's still sorry.
Chelsea season ticket holder. Chelsea, bro.
He got his result last night. He got it, by the way. His result was a 1-0
Yeah,
Chelsea win.
and he was at the game. He was at the game yesterday, and he probably thinking, "Yeah, Chelsea won." That's, you know what I mean?
I really think he's a Chelsea fan. I really think he's
He
a
is.
Chelsea fan.
He
Deep down, I
Yeah,
think he's a
he's not
Chelsea fan.
Manchester. He's lying. He's not a Manchester United fan. He never wanted to buy the club. He only got in here for money and business, not for success. Not for success.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%. 100%.
You know what I mean? Because yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to shoot because
No worries, man. Big
it's
up,
No
man.
worries,
but
man. But yeah, thanks for
big up,
passing
guys,
through,
man.
Ray.
Big
Yeah,
Yeah,
up,
talk to
guys,
you
man.
soon.
It's some good. You see, we're gonna yeah, man. With some good United fans in here, man. We could disagree
You're
on
just.
things, man.
yeah.
I'm. A,
We could disagree on
I'm. A,
things because I
I'm
realize,
gonna.
yeah, but we're not. But you know what? Actually, I realize our fan base, right? We
Mm,
It's
we
divided.
we divided, man. We don't. I don't mind, man, criticizing players and having a little bit of debate on who they think is better and all that. But
yeah. course.
Sometimes, yeah, we attack each other, and we do that for days and days. I'm thinking, mate, we're united, yeah. Yes, you're frustrated with this guy. Yes, he's not performing. Maybe somebody else will try to defend him. But don't attack each other. Just say we're United fans. You know,
Yeah.
you have yours on Ahmed, and I've not attacked you. I've not called you
Nobody's
anything.
any less of a
I've not
fan.
said anything.
Nobody's any
Exactly.
less of a fan. Give your
You know
opinion.
what I
Give,
mean? But I've
yeah.
noticed in certain groups that we're in, if you don't like a player, they're gonna start calling you a waste man and start saying you this and you that and
Yeah, I
telling you
don't
to
like
shut
that.
the f up and all that. And I'm thinking, boys, by the end of the day, we are Manchester United fans. Yeah, we want the best for the club. We all hurt that we're 16 because we don't want to be here because this is at the end of the day, this is Manchester United, and the standards
Yeah.
should be very, very high because this is what we all know. But remember, by the end of the day, we're still all United fans, and we all suffering together. So we should just try and like a therapy session. You know what I mean? This is why
Yeah.
I like to watch Rasta because he's like a therapy session where you lost the game, you're pissed off, you come in and
Yeah,
you just chat, you
yeah,
just chat
yeah,
about United. You know what I mean? And you
yeah,
can
yeah.
you don't have to talk, you don't have to hear any rival fan moaning at you. You just chat United and get it off your chest. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
yeah. Because I did a
Yeah,
stream earlier, Ray, and I said what I wanted to say, and I said Rasmus Højlund, you're the worst striker ever. I said my piece. I did a stream
exactly,
for like did a stream for like 20 minutes. Said what I had to say, and that was it.
exactly, exactly. And nobody cursed you for it, and that's what it should be
Nope.
like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, peace, man, and
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
I always try logging in the mornings because I realize you guys about this time because I go to work about 10, 11, and then also sometimes in the evening. So I always
Yeah,
catch it,
yeah.
and yeah, man, keep supporting United, and hopefully we get in that final and lift that trophy. That's what we're looking for now.
Hey, hey,
Let's
hey,
lift
hey,
that
hey,
damn
hey,
trophy.
if we lift that trophy,
We'll do
trophy,
we'll do a shameless celebration stream. I don't care. We'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. If we lift that trophy, from the minute we lift that trophy, I'll go live. I'll try to do like a 10-hour stream.
Bro, I
I'll
will
try. I'll
join you.
try.
Bro, I will join you with the rum. It's a
I
shameless.
will as
It was a
well.
shameless, man. I'll
I
be
will
there
as
with a
well.
If
bottle of
we win,
rum,
I'll do a
and
10-hour stream.
It's gonna be 2 a.m.
Lee
where I
Gunner
want
style, innit?
Yeah,
because
league of the star.
I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Bilbao, right? Because I wouldn't get my visa in time. I don't think I get my visa in time. It'll be so late. By the time I apply for a visa and everything, it'll be so late. So I don't think I can go to Bilbao. I live in Asia, right? But still,
Mm,
like, you know what
mm.
it is. I'll be on the show. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. The game starts for me. I will be there if we win. I'll even be here if
Bro,
we
yeah,
lose,
man.
bro.
If we win,
Yeah. If we
yeah.
win, if from the minute we win, bro, I'm going live. I'm doing league of the star.
Hey, no, Rasta. That's not 10 hours, not League Gunner, bro. You gotta go 14, 15 hours,
Yo,
bro.
yo, 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 listen, this man went 13.5 hours live the other day,
Yeah.
When they got
bro,
knocked out the cup, when they got knocked
bro,
out the Champions League, bro, the man.
bro, bro. I woke up. I went to work. I went to sleep. I woke, bro. Listen, this man was still live. I'm like, yo, bro, this man is still live. Yo, and then, then everybody came in and he said, you know what we're gonna do? This is an emergency meeting and everything, and he just crap a certain part of the stream and put them out as video, bro. Yo, at one point I see like about 9,000 people in the stream. I'm like, nine
Fast.
thousand
Bro, the man
people
did
was in the stream.
14
Nah,
hours,
but
14
Great
hour. And
there's been
he was just
130.
smoking, he was drinking, he goes,
drinking,
oh, I am Bosh, this is an emergency,
bosh.
bro. You mutants. I'm
You
having this.
mutants, you mutants, yo, bro. Man was
There's there's been times
roasting
where
people
you out
too.
live for a long time before. There's been
Huh?
times where you went like. There's been times where like 100,000 people viewed the stream before, like live, like they were on like
Yes,
live. Like,
yes,
1,000 people.
yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, yo, I ain't gonna lie. As much, he's one of the Arsenal fans I like the most because that man is just
Oh
hilarious,
yeah,
and
he's the only one I
and he
like.
says he just says it as it is. He don't sugarcoat nothing, bro.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I can respect that.
And
I can
also
respect that.
shout out to oh my god, I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. What's his name again?
Who's
Gune.
Southern Gunner? Southern Gunner?
No. The one that
Shane
came out
Gunner,
after.
Shane
Shane.
Gunner,
Yeah,
Shane
Shane.
Gunner,
Yeah,
Shane Gunner.
that
Yeah, Shane Gunner is
real,
legit too.
real one.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah.
mm.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
man.
Like, no, not to cut. Like I said, me, if any fan that call out the bullshit in their club and they're going hard on it every day, bro, I respect it.
Mm.
Mm, mm.
I respect it. I have to respect it
Yeah,
because listen,
you have to, man.
why
Yeah.
why why we as United fans not doing that? That's something to think about.
Yeah, man. We should. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
But
guys,
anyway, I'll
I'm off, man.
I'll see you on my
All
press
right, Ray,
conference.
take it easy.
All right, take it easy, guys. Take it easy.
Yeah,
Take it easy. Bye.
Okay, right.
Bye.
yeah, yeah, bro. What you were saying? I didn't hear what you said.
Now I was just gonna say I can bring him on my channel sometime soon if he wants to as well.
Yeah, man. I'll let him know because I have his contacts. I'll let him know.
But anyways, back to the interview. I know you have a
Yeah.
lot more questions to ask me. A lot more
I
questions to ask you.
have a lot more questions to ask you, bro.
Go
So,
on,
bro.
bro. Go on, bro.
Bro. What is your expectations for next season?
Next season,
Hmm.
like I said, 2 cups, a League Cup and an FA Cup. I want a cup. I want the cup double next year.
Hmm. That's
I
fair.
want I want to win the FA Cup. I want to win the Carabao Cup. I want to go Wembley. I want United to go and I want United to be in that Community Shield come the start of the following year because you know why? It's important that we go back to Wembley.
Yes.
Even if people
Yes.
say Community Shield is not important, when you're in the Community Shield, you know you've won something. You won the FA Cup. So I would like to win the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Cup double next year, please, and a top 4 or 5 finish. Get Champions League again. Just keep getting Champions League and keep challenging for trophies, man. The aim
Mm.
of an elite sport is
So
to win
so
a
so
trophy.
so so let me ask you a question. How much faith do you have in this manager?
How much faith do I have in Ruben Amorim?
Hmm.
Not so much as of right now. I'll be honest with you.
Mm.
Not so much because like I said, he's been here 8 months, but already I'm seeing a regression in the squad.
Hmm.
Already I'm seeing a regression, and I'm worried that if he gets his own players and he still struggles, what's the plan going forward? Because if we all of a sudden get worse again next season, we could get relegated, bro. Because
No.
we've already shown we finished 16th this year, 17th, right? We could finish as low
Hmm.
as 17th. So my only worry is, are we going to take this next season seriously now, or are we still going to keep on sabotaging the Prem and challenging for other trophies? That's my only worry.
Mm.
So
That's true.
we're
The Prem is
sacrificing
a, is a
we're
is a, is
sacrificing
a
the
butter.
Prem for the Europa. We're sacrificing the Prem for the Europa, so we can't do that. We have to go on all. We have to compete on all fronts. Sign
Hmm.
players, compete on all fronts. So yeah, that's my answer.
That's why I said I wanted the full sale of Qatar because Qatar make sure we have a squad that could
Exactly.
attack on all
They
fronts.
keep on sacking managers and not worry about how much paying for the contract. They don't have to worry about anything.
Hmm.
Sacking managers, whatever.
Mm.
Just doesn't matter to them. It's not gonna affect them in any way, shape, or form. But sorry, next question, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, do you firmly believe that we're gonna sign anybody significant?
I hope we do, but do I think we will? United always signs someone with some PR, with some name. I think maybe. I think maybe, yeah. We always do. We always pull one off, anyways. We always pull the signing off, anyways. So yeah, 2 cups a good cup run to qualify finish top 4, top four
Yeah.
and top 4 in Carabao Cup, FA Cup next season. That's what I want. Both cups and
Mm.
good Champions League run.
Oh shit, Austin. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I hope you feel well. I hope you feel
Yeah.
well. He won his game, by the way. Austin won his
Oh
game, by the
man,
way.
big up, big up, big up, man, big up
Yeah,
for
big
real,
up.
big up,
Austin won his game. He
big up,
won
man.
his
For real.
game. And Austin, I wish you nothing but a speedy recovery, man. And one of
Nah,
these days,
hey, bro, listen,
one of the days, I want to get you on the channel. And
mm,
man, yeah. What
rest up
but
and sleep,
but
bro.
rest up, rest up.
You've won, bro. Go and sleep, man. Wake up with a cup of coffee in your hands tomorrow. I mean,
Mm.
You need that cup of coffee, man. That coffee tastes good when you after you win, or a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, whatever it is, man. Drink that drink that caffeine, man.
Hmm.
Take it, bro. Well, after a win, your caffeine the caffeine hit is going to be good. So try and get some rest and sleep. If you can, man, and hope you feel better. Hope you feel good.
Austin, listen. If it's not coffee, get something that you like, bro. You get me? Just
Yeah,
get
yeah,
something
yeah.
that you
It's always it's
get
always a good
something
feeling.
that you like, man. And listen, I wish
Yeah,
you nothing but a speedy recovery, bro.
yeah.
Get
Speedy
your
recovery.
rest, and focus on the final. Say, I want you to get this in your head. Say, I'm going to the final, and I'm going to lift that trophy. I'm going to the final, and I'm going to lift that trophy.
Mindset's
And
everything.
if you can't sleep, man, listen, just do something to keep distract your mind. I can't sleep right now. This is why I'm live. So I'm just doing this to distract myself. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, bro. You're gonna go to the final and lift the trophy. Go to the final and lift the trophy. It's so funny, like all three of my moderators is in the chat all at once.
You still haven't modded me yet, by the way.
Oh, let me do that right now. Let me do that. Let me do that. Do me a favor. Put a comment in the chat.
I will. I
Right.
will. I will.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
will.
yeah. Put a
I
comment
will.
in the chat. All four of my moderators, because your bro right here is a moderator too, as well.
Yeah. Big up,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, because I tell him, bro, any weirdness, any type of weirdness coming in here, hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. Yeah. What he's saying?
Next question.
My dream signing is three attacker Cunha, yo. I said about Cherokee, Gyökeres, and we
What about
need a
Baena?
center
What
mid.
about Look? What about Lookman, Baena, Arda Güler, Rodrigo? What
Mm.
What are these guys? They're also out there. I would go for one of them as well. Sorry, but next question.
So
Let's get.
based on what 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 is going on in this team of us, right? Without uh, how focused are you on how focused on you are you on the final?
How focused I am on the final.
Yeah, about the final. How
Final's my only.
focused?
Final's my only goal, bro. Pretty much. That's all I can say. The final's my only saving grace and hope for this season.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see this.
No, that's cool. It's cool.
No. I'm gonna say this. I'm only 14, but I'm not scared to talk with y'all. But
No,
I
fine,
won't show.
bro.
Okay, Austin, that's fine. That's
Fine, bro.
Austin. As of now, your job is to make sure to police the chat, and get the weirdos out of here, bro.
Release the chat, bro.
Get the weirdos out of here. Get them
Yeah,
weirdos out of here. You
yeah,
feel
bro.
me? And bro, he did his first block the other day. He said, "Man, this is a football chat. No weirdness around here." Bye. I was like,
Hey,
"Yo,
bro. Hey, bro. Last night, if you would have seen my chat last night, bro, what the fuck?
what happened last night?"
I ain't gonna say it, bro. Trust me, it was weird. It was really weird last
Yo,
night.
yo, yo, bro, bro. You know what I noticed too? Sometimes, like on the weekends, I go into the weekends, bro. Like, bro, some weirdos be out here, bro.
Bro,
Some weirdo. I be like, bro, what?
come out of hiding whenever they want, bro. They be they be showing their fucking face, or they be coming out of their shells and start commenting weird shit. You know what I mean?
Mm,
On a random like Friday night on like what I mean. I was just doing a
mm,
random Premier show with my guy. You seen it
yeah.
right, but and random people from like over here in Thailand, like there's like people commenting some weird fucking shit. I'm like, bro, are you good,
Don't stress it. Don't stress it, Austin.
man?
Don't
Unless he's
stress
talking
it,
about
man. Don't
unless
stress
he's
it.
talking about my live, it's all good. You can watch it back. Unless he's talking about mine, because we're still live.
Mm.
Because we're still live. Unless he's talking about my stream.
He probably was talking about your one.
Yeah, you can watch it back, bro. You can watch it back. No worries, man. Always watch it back, man. Leave a like if you
Mm.
want and subscribe. And share with your mates. You know, I'm so close to 250 subs. I'm literally 6 subs away from 250, man. Let's get there by the end of May. Who knows? We might even blow up to 300 this month. You just never know. One day you might wake up to see 300.
Bro, you are a moderator. I put you as a moderator already. I just
I
checked.
didn't. Oh really? Okay. My bad.
I just checked.
Okay. No, my bad.
I'm looking at all of my moderators right now,
But
and
anyways,
yeah.
next question. Next
All right,
question.
all right. Hold on one
I
second.
know you have a lot of questions to get through, man.
No. Let me just double check on something.
Yes, that's cool. No worries. Man's relaxing, bro. Man just went to gym this morning and that. You know, it's Saturday afternoon, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, I this is a perfect day, you know, to stream and talk sports. You know, even if my team got knocked out of the NBA today, Celtics.
It's okay, bro.
Nah, it happens. We won the championship last year, so I'm actually blessed. I'm actually thankful for this team. I might never see it again because they might trade a few players and stuff like that. So, but I love you now more as always. Anyways.
True. Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No worries, no stress.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at something's not right here. I need to correct it. But my next question for you is right.
Yeah.
Who are the who you consider the worst players in the squad?
If you would have asked me before the start of this year, I would have said Harry Maguire is one of them for sure.
But you changed it. He changed his tone. He grew on you.
No, he didn't. He still hasn't. Like, I don't care about those winning goals. He's win me the trophy. Otherwise, all irrelevant. So win me the trophies. Luke Shaw, up there. It's up there. Rasmus Højlund is. I think he's the worst player. Garnacho's for me. People can say it's harsh, whatever. He's not so great either. Onana, he's been terrible. He lets goals in very easily. Yeah, those I guess are the worst players at the club. I guess you could maybe say Lindelof. Sorry, Lindelof is there. Yeah, I thought he played decent in the first half. You know, I kind of like Lindelof. But he's been shit all year. But yeah, he had a decent first half last night. Tracked Madueke down low or something like that. So yeah, big up to him. Next.
So if those are the worst players, right? who you consider the great ones in the squad?
Ahmad. Yeah, Ray. Ahmad. Yeah. Oh, I'm joking. Ahmad is there for me. Even though I don't rate him like to the extent people do, he has the GA to back it up in terms of what he is as his output, not as an overall player. Bruno's in there. In terms of just GA output, forget just as a player. GA output, he's there. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't know, man. Honestly, this is tough to say. Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe made. Euro's been really good this year. He looks decent. Delict has been. Casemiro. How could I forget my guy Casemiro, bro? How could I forget my guy Casemiro?
Man, forgot about Casemiro.
No. Forget all that. Casemiro's number one.
Casemiro's number one. Yo, you bad. Man said forget about all of that. Casemiro's number one. Casemiro's number one.
Man, I'm such a disgrace, man. Honestly, I'm such a disgrace.
Yeah,
man's been good. Yeah, he's been good this season. I'm just joking, Ray. I don't mean to, you know. Nah, I'm not gonna. This guy, man, go Knicks, man. Honestly.
Okay. The 45-minute talk. Sorry about that. Austin.
Who do you support, Ray? Who do you support in basketball, Ray? If you don't mind me asking. Go on.
No, the 45-minute talk. I might do one later, Austin. I might. I might do one later, but if I do one, just keep your notification on. I'm trying to get this guy on the 45-minute talk, but
No,
it,
I'm free whenever you want me, bro. I'm
so so
honestly
so, so, so no,
I,
no, no, I want you on a 45-minute football talk
I'm
one of these
I'm
days.
free.
But
You know me. I'm always
no,
I'm
no,
always
no, no. But bro, it's too early for you. Eight
when
fifteen for me is like 5 a.m. in the morning for you.
in the morning,
Yeah, 8:15 for me is like 5 a.m. for you.
bro. I'll do anything for YouTube, bro. Like if I have to wake up early for a show, I'll do it, man.
Okay,
I'll do it.
okay,
If I
bro. I'm not trying to deprive you of sleep.
no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
trying to deprive
no,
you of sleep.
no, bro. I love waking up early in the morning, man. I miss those times because when I stream late, I used to stream to like 5 a.m. I had to wake up at like 12 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm like, oh my god, okay,
Mm.
that's half my day gone. So I miss waking up early, man, and this is what I like, man. I like these peaceful mornings. You know, I'd love to wake up to do a show, man. If you're not ever doing well, I'd. But yeah, no, he's an Knicks fan in the past. Fair
He's
enough.
a Knicks fan, yeah,
Good luck in the conference finals. Good luck in the conference
yeah.
finals.
So yeah, bro. If I do one later, I'll send you a message. Cause bro, I ain't gonna lie, I should have been sleeping, but it makes no sense to go to sleep right now. So I'll take a nap on lunch at work today.
Call your boss and tell him man's been doing YouTube up all night, bro. Man's deprived of sleep, bro.
Nah, bro, I gotta go to work, bro. I got bills to pay, bro. What?
I hear you.
I got bills to pay, man. Listen, but yo,
I
but
hear
on,
you.
but seriously, Austin, good luck on your game. You're gonna go to the final and you're gonna win, bro. You're gonna go to the final and you're going to win this.
Hmm.
And you're gonna lift that trophy. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
you are, man. You're gonna lift
And
that
for and
trophy.
and for and for me, has
You're
good for
gonna
the yeah. To me, bro, Nazir Mazrari, bro, excelente for me, bro.
I would say
Excellent for
excellent.
me,
I wouldn't say excellent, but he's good. He's definitely been good. I
bro.
wouldn't say
Bro,
excellent.
listen,
There's
when
no
we
like,
when we was playing Victoria Pilsen, bro, he
we can't
set
give
up
excellent.
he's set up Rasmus Holland to
We
score
can't
that
call anyone
equalizer.
excellent. We can't call anyone excellent this season, bro. I'm sorry. We
No,
just
no,
can't.
no. When I say excellent, I know why I say it
But
because, bro,
but cheap
he's ready and
signing,
available.
good player. Cheap signing and good player. So
Hmm
but anyways, yeah, I know you have a lot more questions to ask me, so we should get on to the questions.
Yeah. Um.
And, and
Um.
I know you have a
I'm.
lot
I'm.
more.
I'm gonna ask you like maybe like seven more and call it a day. Seven more. I say that's
You
fair.
can ask me. Just make sure you remember the rest and
No,
ask me
no, no.
again.
I'll ask you seven more questions and we call it a day. But
Yeah, if you have more, just write them down and set.
I got you. So bro, let me ask you a question, right? If you could go back in time and bring one United legend to help us, who would it be?
If I can go back in time,
Hmm
and what was the question again? And
Bring back one Man United legend to help us. Who would it be?
pure, you know,
CR7.
yeah, you don't even need. I don't even need
Pro,
to answer.
would
He
you
helped.
bring would you bring back Man United CR7 or Real Madrid CR7?
Now, but if we're talking United legend, Ronaldo is one of Ronaldo, that skillful boy. You love a skillful show, you know. I would, if we're just talking based off United alone, like just based off of like United players,
Let's see
like
what happens, Austin.
right. I
Yeah.
don't think Paul Scholes would. I mean, okay, he elevates the midfield massively, but if you don't have a proper defensive midfield or anyone behind him, then it's not going to help.
Mm.
Because he had Carrick behind him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Carrick was very, very good. Oh, if I had to
Mm-hmm.
bring someone in, I'd bring in attackers to solve our goal scorers. But
Mm.
are you talking about United legends based off of Premier League era or all
And
time?
any legend, bro, any legend.
I'd go up and tell George Best, hey, listen, you have your job on Earth is not finished. You need to come back and help United, and then you can rest peacefully.
George Best. Okay, okay.
You can say
So,
George.
okay, okay. My next question for you is right.
Yeah.
if you have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, flying, I guess.
Man, to fly so you could fly to the games, I bet.
Bro, scrap plane tickets, man. I can fly for free. You know what I mean?
This man says scrap plane tickets, I'll fly for free. I don't blame
Bro,
you.
let me tell you this, right? Look at the
Hmm.
amount of pollution in the air by airplanes, bro. I know engines are becoming electrical now, right? But
Hmm.
let's just look at it from the standpoint.
Hmm.
Imagine a world with no pollution, no global warming, just literally like just like pure Earth, like you love planet Earth, just like pure environmental. So yeah, I'd probably say flying. I guess you could probably say flying, or speaking in every language, so you
Hmm.
could understand or try or understand what animals are saying to each other.
Mm.
Try and understand what animals are trying to say to each other. But I guess talk. I guess flying would be one. I guess
Um,
flying.
hold on. I think on AN Sports, I think he covers all sports, Austin.
No, I don't. I don't cover hockey, bro.
But
Sorry.
he doesn't cover hockey. Oh, sorry.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I do cover. Football, obviously football, like what we're talking right now. Football, basketball, F1. I did a bit of tennis. Um, I did NFL for a bit as well. So I've covered five. I've covered five sports so far. Just five so far. I will be. I might be doing a bit of. Oh, I don't know. I might do a bit of cricket when the World Cup comes by or whatever. I might do a bit of what you call.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I do tennis, I do football, basketball, F1, and I did a bit of NFL. So I will try and cover some of the sports if I can. If
Hmm.
I maybe in the future if I do get in if I do want to watch golf again, I will cover golf slightly. But as of right now, this is what I've done, and I've kind of built my channel up to a level where I can do, I can talk sport. Yeah, bro. Like I said, Austin, get well soon, bro. Get well soon, like for
Hmm.
real.
Get well soon. Get well soon. And
Like
drink a
get
lot of drink a lot of fluids. Make sure you drink a lot of
yeah.
fluids.
Stay hydrated. It's important you stay hydrated.
Hydration is key.
Yeah, man. You always gotta play to the weather. You always have to stay healthy according to the weather of your country. If it's cold, try not to freeze yourself. If it's hot, try not to overheat yourself. Stay balanced.
Hmm.
Stay. Make sure your temperature is always at 37, man. That's the temperature that you should be at every time when you drink
Mm.
or when you drink water. Make sure you're at 37. Big up Stephanie every single time. She's
Good
always a man.
morning, good morning, Stephanie Griffiths. Good morning, lads. But isn't it good morning? Big up both. Yes, it is, Stephanie. Good morning. I should be just now waking up, but I say, you know what? I'm just gonna run it for like a few more and call it. It's 4:20 in the no. Yes, it's 4:20
Yeah.
in the morning. Yes, it is. It
I know
is.
you have a lot more questions to ask me. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see, bro. This last question. This last question for you, right?
And then you can ask me the rest on another show. So
Yeah,
make sure you make, make sure you remember it, though.
this last question, right? For
You remember
me,
it, bro.
I'm
Remember
gonna
it.
remember it. Trust me, this last question for me, right?
Note it down.
If Ferguson didn't retire, how many more titles do you think we would have won?
I think we win the 13-14 title.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't be in the top four battle.
Mm-hmm.
14-15, I say maybe we give that to Mourinho. 15-16, we win that. Leicester ain't beating us to the league. I'm sorry. They ain't beating us to the league.
Mm-hmm.
15-16.
Mm-hmm.
16-17, if we finished our chances, yeah, we win that league. So
Mm.
I'd say three more.
Three more titles.
Because 100 points, Pep would have got that. 18-19, Pep would have got that one. I'm not saying Pep's better than Sir Alex. I think Sir Alex is better than Pep. I've always said that Sir Alex is the best manager out there. But It depends on it depends on the squad, and it depends on who we get. So I think, but to be honest with you, if Sir Alex was to manage United and he retires in let's say he retires after 16-17, I'd say 3 more titles, at least 3 more. Up until now, are you asking me up until now or just up
Yeah, yeah,
until
just in general, just in general. Actually,
five more?
just in general.
Five more.
Five more, 5 more
I think
titles.
I think he wins this year as well.
Hmm.
People can say, "Oh, football's evolved." So what? So what? So what if football's evolved? It's about winning games. He can win games.
Hmm.
He's one of the best managers out there.
That's just damn right. This is
So
damn
you gotta
right.
make the best out of your own players, man. I don't know. People can call me deluded all they like, but I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson manage my team win 3 of these titles in my lifetime. So listen, I'm only blessed I've seen that. That's all I can say.
Let's see what Stephanie's saying. Sir Alex and Sir Bobby chose David Moy. Oh God,
But
cost
this
us at least
this
2 titles, 14 and 16.
fact.
Absolutely
Thank you.
spot on. You see, if we
Definitely.
had the money and we just went to Madrid and buy out Jose's release clause and tell him to
Mm,
come, yes.
facts.
Mm,
But yeah, I know
mm.
you do have to wrap up. I know you have to go to
Yep,
work in a bit. So big up to you, man,
yep.
and thank you for being on, bro.
Yeah,
Much
man. And
enjoyed.
people, we will be back. Thank you a lot for tuning in. And
Please, Rasta. Please sub to Rasta. I always have
and
to
pl-
reiterate that.
and please sub to AN Sports as
Sub to
well.
Sub to Rasta first, please. Sub to Rasta first. He had to work around his time to be up for me, and I apologize for being late again. And he has to go to work in an hour. Man hasn't got sleep yet. And fair play to you, man. Honestly, you're working hard out there, and you're definitely gonna get.
Bro. I got sleep majority of the day today, so trust me,
But listen,
it's all good.
Rasta's working hard, man. He's building his channel up to what it should have been a long time ago. But listen, he's getting there.
Hmm.
The watch hours are getting up. He's definitely on. He's getting closer to his goal. Big up to you as always, man, and keep the grind. Keep up the grind. You're definitely gonna get there.
Yep.
Like I said, you know, he had to work around his time for me. So fair play to you. It's a Saturday afternoon for me right now, and it's currently
Catch you
what do you
guys
call
soon. So to both of okay.
it?
Thank
Yep, big
you,
up.
Stephanie Griffith. I
I know she
appreciate that.
up to me already. She was in my chat letting
Yep. Thank you.
But anyways,
Thank you.
bro, like I said, keep up the good work, man.
Trust,
You're
trust,
getting
trust,
better,
trust, trust me, I will.
getting
Ineos
better.
out, Glazers out, and we winning
So,
this final. Peace.
sub to everyone.
Sub
Out.
out.